Renegade when afraid. Man in the wilderness. Wagwan. We ask a man. We know say a tonal, and a dance hall. Tonight, act, Act. Can we see some things that go on? We see some things that go on. We see G2K run out again. Run out again. Hey, G2K, them not easy none at all, because we ask them some question. Nobody must listen to them, Them are destruction of Jamaica too. So them feel every time them see certain things, them not say nothing. And we have one little thing now on the other side, them run out and say, resign. It's not going to work. We're all accountable to. And it's them nastiness. We know who come from G2K. We know that mash up the place, and we see it. So we're all now, we're a question, Because here these people, them have a PMP candidate, caretaker, in a St. Mary, where a young man accused, hey, sister, salute. What are you doing?
Greetings, Amwin. How are you doing?
I'm good, my sister. I'm good.
I am good. I'm good, my brother. Everything is good. Everything is good.
All right. So hear this. In a St. Mary, you have Maria. We have a PMP caretaker candidate for Western St. Mary, where a young man accused, a man, he's 23, young man, accused of some, sexual misconduct, according to him. And him go doctor and him belly hurt him, Yes. Me not understand that. But G2K don't run out. And I said the man for resign from school. Because, and then them start, so them make a case. Them not say me take them for hypocrite now, me burn them straight. Because hear this now. Them give me more ammunition when them run out, Them is a set of nastiness, them not different from PSOJ. Nobody must listen to them because them are nastiness. I'm going to show you how them hypocritical. He is not a member of parliament. He is not a mayor. He is not a councillor and nothing. Them as a school. When we will read, you hear much million missing, but your GQ say, hey, resign for the public interest. You hear them out? You think of
No, not at all. And no, all they right. Did not.
So I'm going to play some things now. Come have a hold them. I'm going to play with them, say people. Them me a brush first, and then I go back to Andrew Holness. I'm going to play what them just say, because them just run out around 19 hours ago and I say, the man for resign from school. No, he's a principal. And somebody accused you. Remember, I'm going to show a video with these people, what them do on the JLP part. And I know we don't hear nothing from them. No, somebody accused you, see, nobody no act. I'm going to show you some act now. And you hear from people themselves. I mean, I hear them come and say one thing. If them not hypocritical, something wrong.
And it's not on the age.
Them a garbage.
Right, and it's not on the age.
I'm going to tell you something again. This now happened like 2015 and them thing that with them every time they run out. Uno full of crap. Uno apocalypse. The one of them say I seen us study this now. The same one where you call Andrew the other night, Franklin. Him did not G2K too. You see him down at the EOJ. I go on with him bag of crap one thief election. And some of the ones from them match us some mood that they are G2K too. So you see all of them whether they are G2K or crap, we know them. We not give them no easy run because no anything when them come out with it's not valid enough. Valid and invalid. Make I show you something. Look at people. Look at Maria. Look on this now. I'm gonna play something. I'm gonna show you how they're messy. G2K demand Errol Basco resign as principal of Taki I. You remember all the corruption we are going, you know nothing from them. I'm gonna play something for you when we're done. See that? Kingston, Jamaica, Generation 2000, G2K, the youth arm of the Jamaica Labour Party, is calling for the resignation of Errol Basco from his position as principal of Taki High School after he stepped down as People National Party provisional candidate for a member of parliament in St. Mary Western. For the man to step down, you remember, when girl greed, you hear how much money gone, I know him did still a principal, but him does a serve. A matter of fact, for depart from the school and give him over 28 million, and him still carry them a court. Them never come out and say step down because this as principal and as education minister, not at all. We can't have them boy tell people to go step down. Them themselves to go resign. You understand? Them now have no credibility for chat to nobody around here. Because we know say them corrupted. Continue.
UK in a release on Saturday has argued that the reason given by Basco for his resignation as the PNP candidate for members of parliament raised concern about stability to continue to lead an educational institution, given its failure to address similar issue as principal. You hear this?
You hear this? So them run out to them because nasty self. Let me just style them. So Maria, them run out to them because nasty self.
Yes.
And I also say step down. Like anybody can listen to you. This are the man professional in work. So everybody, as long as you know GLP, right? And you don't have to be a member of parliament or nothing, but them you have to step down from your job. Somebody can just come call your name and say, Maria, she thief a slice of pudding. Maria, step down from as long as you are PMP, you have to step down. But who in a them party will rob and rape the country at wealth? You never hear them out. I run them way. Nobody now look for one. Hey, we no relevant one, you know. And we sit down right here, so. Make us show you something. Look here. Right. Maria, you hear them say step down when you hear this. Them they tell Fred and JLP concept to step down. Let me play
That's a good one. That is a good one.
No
That's a
blood
good
clot
one.
space down there. You know, where you go with that fella there, let me tell you this. Your baby father, if you beg me for cover for blood clot, you no boy will fuck me, no ask me for cover for you. You hear for me? Shoot, just put up your baby father name on Facebook and me stop talk to you. Just blood clot, put it up. Cause in time, you're going to make gang them at how I deal with your pussy clot.
The gang them, that is a threat, you know. A threat don't like that. Gang them deal with the one clot, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Make gang them deal with the pussy clot at a while. Enough the feather beg me hold it down. Right now my heart a boil and I call gang them now at a while and you go blood clot is so. Tell Kenya me say go in a cartoon and type in the Indian ask them and she see her blood clot look. She look like the Indian ask them. Unica look better than blood clot Kenya. Me a big woman and me have a good pussy and no man never beat me yet Muncie. Man beat blood clot Kenya. Kenya used to get beaten down here so she can't stand up. Tell Kenya me say she don't use nice cologne neither. I must know she start smell like somebody. Kenya smell like pissy blood clot Nella. Say that me a call you, I'm not get it, but me will leave the voice note here. And it's serious. You see, anyway, me book your first concubine, me go bust up Kenya blood clot head. I'm in a business if more run as no more counselor. And I want Petch to stop work and tell lie for me. Me and Petch call me one night and I carry news to me and me say something to Petch. Me not say nothing bad about Kenya. Petch carry back my name to Kenya. I want me to go chat Kenya with Petch. Kenya, I go call me, I go talk about big dirty stinking Celia. And me dirty pussy daughter wa fuck Feda. Tina no want you for fuck you Feda. Remember some me tell you about dirty Kenya. And you get for fuck Kenya. Kenya breed for you and if you eye that blood clot I me know. The baby can't put up the baby father name can't put up and me and hold it down. Feda me not tell a lie. Me love you very much but me got this dirty Kenya. Because if you think say Kenya somebody Feda are the worst drunk that you take up in a bull beer. Everybody I call her first concubine. Feda Kenya are the biggest concubine. Feda a beaten stick bout Kenya, beaten stick bout of a man. Dirty Kenya. Kenya can't chat to nobody. Kenya dunce. You need to get back Kenya enroll Kenya Feda in our basic school. Kenya dunce and can't write her name. And I go talk about if she want run for counselor, me can't stop it in her blood clot, my daughter. If she want run for counselor, she fucking free. Because I don't know who they going to take her for counselor. 26 subject Tina have. Tina not have to depend on you to get a fucking car here. Tina buy her car. And I go talk about Tina beg your money. Tina supposed to beg your money because enough work she put in for your billion. Kenya no put in nothing more come with her Jonja blood clot pussy come give you some fuck. And when Kenya fuck Kenya pussy big feather like the river a bamboo then take and cross Kenya when them a fuck her. Me can't wait for your answer. You're one of the worst drunker in the blood clot here. You are one of the worst drunker in the year because you only come out and you can't come up front with your baby father. Put up your baby father name on Facebook. Any blood clot there, put it up, you talk to me. Me can put up all of my man, they want to fuck me name. And me can put up my pitting them pooper who breed me blood clot name. And my grand pitting them pooper them name. Them can go up. You are young little girl like you can't put up who blood.
Alright, so tell me something now. That's the Mia, that's the JLP Mia. What's the JLP Mia? Him still a counselor right now. I'm moving back him seat. And she was a JLP counselor. You hear them come out and say nothing?
Is she still a counselor?
I think so. Them, I don't think she lose her seat, but them, I am still councillor. So them represent Kingston and St. Andrew. We are a lot of school in the constituencies. All those schools in Kingston and St. Andrew. All these people look upon these people, and you hear them behavior. You see G2K come out and condemn this. G2K when they can't talk to nobody, you know. I bet I will never say nothing because I cast the wall, you know, with the wall of this. Nobody now listen to you. And PMP as time for them start running away. No uno and PSOJ. Nobody can listen. Uno no relevant on here, you know. None at all. Exactly. Uno have no relevant on here. No longer that. So we not hear them come out with this. Remember, you know, it's a mere. You know that mix up turn the place in a warehouse.
Yes.
And the JLP, me and a councillor, and a custom other JLP thing, and you know, hear them come out one time and condemn it. And say, hey, if you resign and step down, and she too, because they bring the party, you bring the country, and it's not right. But them run out, Padaman and say, if you resign as a principal, somebody just call him name. Remember, for them vice that me just play it. Let me show you something again, people. We're not done with them. Look on this now. I want you Dean Jones, JLP, him a councillor now. Him win. I know the police that took him. Me not hear G2K run out on this. Look here. Values, man. Look on this. Look how the man run down the man with him gone. You know what see it. Look on this. See the man run in? Look there. See the glass color run. Look on him. See that? With him gone. I'm buying the right foot. I can go put up the man. See him there? See him going in there, man, there, and him tell liar no. Him turn councillor by the way, no. Right. Me not hear G2K run out pan this night, Maria. See it, let me get next. Let me get next angle. Yeah, see it. Look at it. Come out and put the man there. See it? Come on, keep him out. See it? Keep him out. What that? Keep him out and see it. All right. Okay. Okay. So them do that. Me not hear G2K run out and talk about this assault. Not even the police. Not even FF. Wait name. The one where the license of firearm place up there, so. Yes. Not even them. Firearm License Authority.
FLA.
Yeah. See, me not hear them run out. Nobody at all. Them not charge him for these things. Not check them make up. Buy him go buy vote. FLA. Not even them. All right, continue. I look at now, G2K me I put them place today, you know. So I want to talk, say, no place them are closed down. None at all at 9 o'clock. You have people in a cluster vote. Hear that one, yeah?
He's hoping that she falls short again this year. We have Darrell Vaz, the Member of Parliament for Western Portland, the man who brands himself as Mr. Portland. Preliminary reports we are hearing is that the JLP, if not 9-0 across the two constituencies in Portland, certainly 8-1, and Darrell Vaz will tell us if what we're hearing is correct. Good afternoon. Good evening, Mr. Vaz.
Good afternoon to you and your listeners.
All right. Have you won Portland and by how much?
Well, so far, remember that the official count has not been concluded as yet. So what we are getting as a result is our exit polls from our indoor agents at the various polling stations. I can indicate clearly that the poll results and the canvass results are coming back clearly in our favor. So far, I would say comfortably. We are just waiting on Port Antonio and Prospect, which are two very strong traditional PNP divisions. Port Antonio being the longest serving councillor in the municipal council as we speak today. I have Mrs. Vaz has 5. I have 4 divisions, so it's 9. We currently win and hold a 72 lead. And we are, all 9 were in play, as I indicated to Cliff before. Buff Bay is close. You'll recall that I changed 2 councillors, sitting councillors, and Buff Bay was also an issue. So I can't declare that one as yet because it's too close to call at this point. But I would not be surprised if the end result is 9-love or 8-1. And I have to give all credit to
Before
my
you go on,
wife
Mr. Vaz, let us be very clear. The results you're talking about are the results that your indoor agents...
Yes, internal JLP results.
That they would have been at the counting center.
As a matter of fact, they are still people waiting to vote. They are closed 2 clusters because of persons and obviously issues with IDs, etc. So as we speak,
a person obviously issue with ID, etc. You never even need ID for you in the black book. Yeah? And you can't wait so long for a vote and thing and then them do what them want over there. So go for watch it, General. You hear them come out and say this wrong?
No.
Them condemn it? Okay, let me just continue. I'm going to show you all them hypocritical. Them not relevant, man. And PNP must listen to these nastiness. Let me just tell them straight.
Talking about your reason for voting.
Oh, my reason for voting is because labor rights help me. I keep my fish fry the 20th of this month because I want to put on my upstairs and then buy my 3 bag of chicken and then me a vote for.
So what if the PNP had bought you the same thing?
I'm just gone over to PNP. I'm not ask price. And better party sales. So if PNP come right now, I'm buying me 4 bag of chicken and that's my thing there.
So what about roads and water and so on? You don't vote?
Remember them a mash up a democracy, you know. I buy vote, you know. They are chicken for a vote. I mean, I hear them come and condemn this neither. Them. Yeah? All right. So we can move she. We can go to Warmington.
I want to your water. You might chat fuck with. They got constant control water. It's about. And the minister who is the same minister and the prime minister. We've been here. Yeah. He can only come through me and Macho Samuda. And we are working on that shit right now. So make some asshole tell you nonsense.
Asshole.
From a chat fuck with.
No, this is not just a member of parliament or Maria, but him is a minister.
Minister, exactly.
Yeah, job creation or something another. He was a minister at the time.
And economic development, right.
Asshole and him a chat fuck with. You hear these nastiness when the G2K come out and condemn these things and say him to resign?
No.
Okay, continue.
Minister. Next man that talk about me give water, I'm going to piss that line you.
Yeah.
That's the only way that damn fool can give water. How's not control water? You don't want to piss in your line. You want to piss in the hose and give you. Don't concern about your water. It's bigger than us. And we are working on it, my brothers and sisters. And it will be done.
It will be
but I think I should say because a lot of you have mentioned to be water.
So you hear this. So you hear them come out yet? Continue. I'm going to show them themselves.
did I come to 1,400? France got 1,668 votes. Enough to win. More than what got in last election. But these men in general, these laborers still him down. But me in charge, yes, sir. Okay? Listen right now. I'm the Minister of Work. I'm a member of Parliament. No PMP council going to spend my money.
You hear them come out and say nothing? I'm going to pay a soldier when it look bad. All right, watch out again.
I think in council must have video me. They come and call you a minister. Me now put up with this no more than a horse. Okay, me done. The man come up, he come out trying to pull to a draw gun. So I must be in safety. How can I threaten this commission?
I did not want my gun.
You just say hold on for your gun and you pull it after that. You try this shit with me too. You try it with me. Minister, me not put up with this. Okay? The man come and drop pulling clip and draw fucking gun here. And I tell him cause but video. Mr. Me call the minister. Now say my video me talk to him. Mr. Me call the minister. I got video. Mr. Make sense.
Hey Ratty, where on?
Bless up, sis. Bless up.
My brother, greetings. How are you? How are you?
Look out at me,
Yeah.
You know something?
You make sure first me now. You think, you're more involved, pulling up people. Make sure you make so much of him be clean up. So
I noticed that. I noticed that.
No, man, I water me a drink. I water.
Now water too, you know. Now water too. Yeah, man. Now water too, man.
That is funny.
You want drink water? Hey, Ratty, you want to G2K? You have a caretaker, a PMP caretaker in a West St. Mary, Basco. And it's alleged a young man, 23-year-old, say, some sexual act committed. But him not say a rape, Him say like some, manipulation or something. Right? Now, him step down because he must say, no one put the party must step down for deal with this because the innocent where the young man attack. G2K come out now. Same G2K, everything what me I play, so I never hear them, For a long time, brother. Them come out now. Remember, them not see nothing. A video me I play with them people, these people, Member of Parliament attack. Them man are ministers. Dissing people, dissing police, this everybody. Money are chopped everywhere. I never hear them come out one time and tell them people are resign. But the man know they want him to resign from a school because somebody calling him. Sister, them not good none at all, man. At time for them change them to nasty ways. Can we not recognize them? And we just tell the PMP do not recognize G2K because there are some nastiness. You understand? And we are show the people them right over Jamaica. The other day you have a accounts that come out. And she talk about FEDA that are the mayor of Kingston and St. Andrew. All the schools, them are everybody. You see what people in Kingston and St. Andrew, Ratty? I mean, a G2K come out and say when they turn the place down in a warehouse, only for resign. Not even But this man is not a member of parliament. But them run out. I mean, I tell them.
But look at the other one, Wayne. But look at the recent one last week with Joy, who behaved so bad.
No, she know.
Right.
No, play she right. Remember finish play this and then I play her.
This guy tell me what I'm getting from.
This boy, look, you not call the soup now. This boy, he not get charged. Then they come out and say about the example. This I said, you for resign. See it, watch out.
Well, let me tell you right now. First, let's try this now. And the first, this gentleman here had disrespect me inside here. The first thing I'm only about me, they can't move it. Him we're going to send them to a big friend. We're working here. This is not politics and the politics. Okay? And me tired it now. It's disrespectful. Me say me call the minister, I tell him the council must video me. Can me call you? If you say video when you talk, fine to him. But we can call the minister and commissioner and put him up in the so he must video me. Okay, man, the third is now. And you know 22 is the member party than the first.
So we can move him now. So we tired of them now because them are wolf, Them not genuine to the country, them loyal to a party. So when you look on a candidate, you run out Zoom and look where we go in front of it. Them are ministers, mayors, councillors, all the one that draw the gun and beat the man, they shoot the two man them. In turn councillor now. Them they open them out one time, nobody know why you nothing from the G2K. So when they run to the paper on a valid man, look here the one ya.
This really hurt me. I have a talk. You understand? Because I couldn't believe say anything that they do with this. You understand? Me couldn't believe say and all the Ennis said disrespect on this. And just because Ennis not get deputy mayor again and Delroy get it. I would say we are labor right regardless of what
You not do your party this, and you not do your MP this, and you not do your constituency this. Don't care where you want to say. That means you never have the Jamaica Labour Party 2020, and we're going to go down there, going to sign as mayor. And one of them be deputy, and one of them be mayor. And two of them, the PMP, them, that's right, you take the seat, and you give the blood clot PMP them. Because I take it and give. You give the PMP them the council as much as we did at JLP and PMP. Because of the two of them, they take it and you give the PMP them, and you come tell you know. So you're fucking labor, right? I tell you this, I tell you, you grieve, you baby heart grieve. And I can't send this to me, I tell you. I tell you, I know, I never expect this from you. Regardless of why you shouldn't do the Labour Party, this or not is this. You're going to talk about independent, but blood clot, look at that independent. You're a fucking wicked man. And because of blood clot greed, you sit down there for blood clot 8 years and you pull a blood clot crawl. You understand? And then this is why you do the party, and you do the MP, and you do the people and minorities, and then you're going to go find the group and you're going to tell the people and say, you can imagine, you take the crowds, serious thing, serious blood to the Jamaica Labour Party, you take the crowds like the PMP them. You take the crowds like the PMP them. You don't tell them what I know. Jesus Christ, me never expect this. God know me never expect this from Ennis. Me I tell you the Northeast people, me the business world who I say, but me I tell you want to sit down and look into it. This is wicked. This is more than wicked. You're there in the Labour Party for much years. All of we go through disrespect. All of we go through everything. And you take the seat and give to PMP to blood clot.
So you for them thing, I'll when them this. No, nobody this, my brother. I'll when them this, you know what of them, him for them cry. So them know so robbing are going down there. Them a back man, you know. Them doing some robbing down there. Them him for them cry. You hear Maria and Ratty. For them cry. But me not hear the G2K run out, come say nothing. These are the people them you hear and see no Ratty. But look what them say now. If them accuse him. And yeah, look on this. I'll play it back. Look on this. Play back this. Look on this.
Alright, people, look on this now. I'm gonna play something. I'm gonna show you how they're messy. G2K demand Errol Basco resign as principal of Taki I. You remember all the corruption we are going, you know nothing from them. I'm gonna play something for you when we're done. See that? Kingston, Jamaica, Generation 2000. G2K, the youth arm of the Jamaica Labour Party, is calling for the resignation of Errol Basco from his position as principal of Taki High School after he stepped down as People National Party provisional candidate for a member of parliament in St. Mary Western. G2K, in a release on Saturday, has argued that the reason given by Basco for his resignation as the PMP candidate for members of parliament raised concern about stability to continue to lead an educational institution, given its failure to address similar issue as principal.
So now you see it, them not have no water. So you want the man to leave him job. Remember just a candidate, you know, a PMP candidate. But them you know, them you a councillor, them you a mayor, them you a MP, minister. Plus minister. And you see them do it. Remember, you know, see them do anything, you know, it's just like somebody accuse you. Them have you on a tape, you do something like Queenie Ratty. Them have you on nothing at all. But right away, if you come, you leave your school, leave your job, and resign. Them never tell greed these things, you know. Them not tell nobody, them not good. And people hear what them say is the arm of the JLP. And them same way. Why don't listen to them? Them full of shit like crab. Dr. Crab. Uno null and void. And me are telling you right now, uno for just go away, man. And nobody must say, listen to uno, because uno the PSOJ no make no difference. Uno are destroy Jamaica. Yes, Maria.
Right. You know, I'm listening to all of that, and I think about the level of the cognitive dissonance and the selective outrage from the G2K is reflective of the wider pattern of behavior that comes from the leadership of the party itself and the government. So many things has happened, and you don't hear them come out and repudiate anybody. You don't hear them come out ask for anybody's resignation, but as soon as something happens that affects one member of the opposing side, then it becomes that person must resign, that person is causing disruption, that person is going to cause, it's a dark day for the country just by that person's behavior. And it begs the question, what about what the Prime Minister said with regard to having people of unquestioned integrity in his cabinet? Does that extend to his party? Does that extend to the government? Does that extend to, the youth arm of the Labour Party? Because this makes no sense. He was accused. He has the right to live a life, make a living, innocent until proven otherwise. So they are not allowing him his due process. They are just throwing him out of the baby out of the bath water. This is not a situation where he was accused by an underage person. No one is condoning sexual violence or misconduct against anyone, but these are two adults, and the process has to run its course before you make a determination as to whether or not this man should not have a livelihood. So they are determining that this man is not worthy of a livelihood when there are so many other infractions that they need to address. They are yet to address, and that are more important or as disgraceful that warrants people's resignation. They're not, and they have not done that. When I listen to some of the tapes that you play, the one with the woman disrespecting another woman. This is a counselor, female counselor,
Yes.
disrespecting another female counselor in the worst possible way. The language couldn't be any more crass. Okay? Where's the Minister of Gender Affairs to address these issues? Where's the Speaker of the House, who is also female, to address these issues? Where are the other female members of Parliament on the government side? Because since they're so quick to chastise the opposition, where are these female, the Cuthberts and all those female members of Parliament? Come out and to say to this woman, no, you cannot speak so disparagingly about your fellow colleagues, because these are her colleagues. You cannot speak this way about your colleagues. And what example are you setting for the young people who are looking on? What example are you setting? How are they supposed to behave? You go now to the one last week and you hear her, basically besides herself, that someone made a decision that he might not continue as counselor for his personal reasons because he felt that he was being disrespected. His words, not my words, not your words, not Ratty's words, right? His words. He felt disrespected, and so he wanted to step aside. And she was besides herself, angry to the point where she spoke so disparagingly about the situation. Now that leaves other unanswered questions. Why was she so upset? Why does he have to stay there? If he feels that he's been disrespected in that position, and it is better, he better serve his family and himself by stepping away. Why is it so wrong? He has to know why it warranted all of that. Okay, but she was so upset. So I have to want to know, what is it that they are hiding, that they have to be there to make sure whatever shenanigans were going on before continue or still gets swept under the carpet. So it means now that there has to be a full auditing of all municipalities to know who owns what, who gets contracts, to look at the permits, the business permits. Are they in violation of these business permits? What actions have been taken? Are any actions going to be taken? And will anybody be held accountable? Because these councillors should not be in the positions that they are in. And they should have been asked to resign, because those persons should never be seated in any position of leadership, because they have disparaged the office, they have disgraced the office, and they seem to have no shame. So put them aside and find people with integrity, with honesty, and who are there to serve the people. Because the way the last one, Cottrell spoke about her colleague who wanted to leave, tells you everything you need to know about the current crop of councillors who are there serving, especially on the government side. that they are there serving themselves and not the people, as is reflected in the state of affairs of hospitals, schools, road, garbage pickup, police stations, fire stations, all of that. All of that. So for them to come out against this one person, this is not the first time they have done this. This is not the first time the PSOG has come out against the PNP to chastise them for something that is not even close to some of what the things that we have seen on the government side, and there's no outrage. So this selective outrage, they can miss with the selective outrage, but if they're going to be calling for resignations, then they need to look within, start within, and then we can start taking them serious, because there are so many things. And let us not start with the Prime Minister. While he has not spoken disparagingly about anybody, the fact that he's yet to verify his statutory declarations, why have they not spoken out about that? Because that warrants some serious examination and pushback from the people to say we cannot have a leader operating this way. So the piecemeal way and the selective way that they're outraged about things is unacceptable, totally unacceptable. And if they're serious about running a country, and if they're serious about having accountability and dealing with the level of corruption that exists, you cannot be nitpicking at what you must be outraged about when there are so many other things that are of paramount importance and of major concern to anybody with eyes to see, ears to hear, and mouth to speak, and with a conscience of what it means to have good governance in a country.
Ratty, so you see where I go on with these people now, they're very hypocritical, right? You can't, if you want to be, you're the arm of the JLP, you can't show up if you think about good governance. There is no way. You have Queen E, you have so much minister, so much. A matter of fact, we have $1.7 trillion where them can't get account for. How much billion? And whenever you hear them run out and condemn, nothing like this. Yes, still it a push the country back way, brother. But one man come out, him just a candidate and a PMP attached to him. They hear them resign from even your work. When you have other school, around there, you have the man there, and you them come out, no, them not say, I'm not going to prison yet. Or we not recover the money yet. You're taking it, Ratty.
Well, again, good evening to everybody. For those of you asking about Herb, I don't know if you tell them Lonesome that he's in a travel status, so he won't join us tonight. It'll be a miracle. I think he's flying right now. So
yes.
Anyway, let me just big up some people there. Janet Linval, not Stefanina, not Sesame True Water. No, you drink.
How hard was it to chew?
Big up Gloria, Daniel, Sandra, OT, Casey, Lorraine, Inner Circle, Freedom, Mercedes, Megawatt, Yvonne, Herbie T, and Linton. Now, this highlights the stage of where we are in our political development as a country and as humans. We haven't progressed. The tribalism is still there, because what I've heard, what I've witnessed in the video, and what I've heard is this: that for some people, them don't care. You could have done the most obnoxious things, them still go and support you because I'm committed to it. They're not committed to decency and the code of conduct. They're not committed to any of that. They're committed to a color and a party, and they don't care where the color, where the party do. Them just going, and it just shows our lack of political independence. That somebody said, I have been treated wrongfully by my party. I've witnessed certain things, and therefore he didn't say that he's joining the opposition. He just said, I'm leaving this party, independent. And then you're going to crucify him for that? No, it don't make any sense to me. No. Maria raised this point. She said, look, you bless up Glenn. You said that you're innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
Even after you are arrested, like Royal Reid, even after you've been arrested, there's still the presumption of innocence.
Good.
Yes. No, you're right. Lonesome. He's running for a political position, and he said, "Listen, I don't want to damage the party. I don't want to take this any further because it's going to cast all kinds of aspersions and kind of unwanted attention." So I'm sorry, all right, I'm going to leave that alone. Has nothing to do with his occupation, right? Now, if they had said, because up to now we really don't know what the allegations are. We don't know. We because he didn't specify them.
No.
And we're speculating.
He not get charged. He not charged or nothing.
Yeah, and we're speculating about why he resigned. Because he used general terms. No, if the speculation was that he had abused children and he's a headmaster, then of course you said, no, we can't have him in the school.
That is it.
Yeah, we can't have him in the school.
That is it.
Of course. But the man said, look, I'm going to not take myself from this political from the political arena, and I just go and concentrate on my occupation. Now, unless you have evidence that he's molesting children
in the
right?
school, and
or
yes,
something that is,
kids, yes,
yeah, or something that he's doing that is not to the benefit or might be destructive to a child, then we can say, yeah, move him, don't make him stay there. But for you to, without further facts, to just say, no, we have to get rid of him, particularly when you have facts about what other people are doing and you choose to ignore it. I mean, I don't see where the due process is. I mean, look, if you apply that principle, then maybe we should say Royal Reed shouldn't collect it, and he shouldn't have collected the money after he was arrested. Him shouldn't get paid. Him shouldn't get, we should just disband him, just make him go away and make him come and face the court whenever him due in court, and then that's it. But people still have certain rights, right? And until you convict the person of something, and that's it. And then this lady, I don't know what happened, but if you listen to what she's saying the man had 8 years when full him craw.
Oh, but G2 cannot set no seat.
So many, that is so open and inviting of investigations.
Counselor, sitting counselor. She's a JP too. And they must say in our church, and you move, and you went to knock it, So you're wicked. The man that talk about him family and protecting family. But you're wicked.
She also said
the party, and then this do one away. But you don't show your party, so nobody can diss me. I'm in a party with them, Me don't know.
She also said, me not care what you want to say. That's what she said about him. That means I don't care what you want to say. And what I care about is what you do. I don't care what you want to say, that you want independence and you want this and you want that. Just don't leave. Just stay so that we can occupy the deputy mayor's position. Because she said, look what you do to the people and look what you do to this. And then she also said she don't care about the constituency what people want to say about her.
It's just a party thing.
And that's why she shouldn't be seated. That's why she shouldn't be sworn in.
Yeah. So it looked like she have secret film to come when she got said, well, 8 years and him fooling cry. Yeah, we know what that means. We know
that. But Ratty.
It might enough can.
But Ratty gone. And what she has basically said right there, given all of the things that are happening, no picking up of garbage, police stations don't have patrol cars, fire stations, hospitals, school situation, roads, all those things that they should be taking part in. And on top of that, the Auditor General did say that there are discrepancies and misappropriations of funds at the KSMC. So now, that is when the authorities should now swoop in and start their investigation, because she has invited them in. She has opened the door because she, in her anger, are saying, no, this man is going to allow the PNP to come and have control of everything. That means we're going to be in big trouble. That is what she's saying. Because I have to now ask the question, who is she trying to protect? Speaker of the House? Prime Minister? President of the National Water Commission?
Who is she trying to the $800 million house?
Yeah, the $800 million house.
Yes.
The house at Charlie Mont. All of those places. Because she opened that door by saying, you know what they say? Somebody's talking, but you hear they're saying something, but you're hearing what is not being said, because out of the sense you pick the nonsense, right? And in all that she said, so much is being said about what is really happening at the KSAMC that needs to be investigated. And they need to audit everything down there. And for municipality needs to be audited to find out which council owns a truck, how contracts have been given out, how permits are being approved, are people in violation of permits, and if people are in violation of permits, what actions are taken to remedy the situation, and if they don't remedy the situation, who is held accountable for it? So she opened that door, and they need to walk right in.
Well, you say Andrea in the chat make an interesting point. Andrea say, who would investigate them when Andrea gone? Who would investigate them when the investigators are working for her party? No, another question I would ask is, where is the Integrity Commission and where is the police? Because under the Integrity Commission Act of 2017, the police can investigate these types of things. Now, if you notice, the gentleman, when he came back, because this is a serious allegation when somebody say you full up your craft for 8 years. You full up your craft for 8 years. That's a serious allegation, right? Because when she says that, hey, you that thief too, you part it,
Exactly.
You that get some benefits. You that get some benefits, and look what you do now. And if you notice,
basically, Rattigan, you rob the people.
Yeah, and you notice where him a focus on is the disrespect. Right, and you know what she said? The whole of we get disrespected already. The whole of we get it. So it's like them I say, well, sell your soul, sell your pride, sell your integrity. You get money, so just shut your mouth. Just do what we want you to do. So the idea, and if you notice too, when him come on, right? Because this is a serious allegation that you fool your craft for 8 years. And when him come on, he never once said, I never fooled my craft for 8 years. I never fooled my craft.
You mean the second time, Ratty? The second time, Ratty. Like he was under duress.
When them Ennis, we never hear you come on and denounce say you never fool no cry, But you Ratty say tonight, because we know you watch too. We'll listen out for you tomorrow and we'll rip your apart too. So if you run out and say you never fool no cry, we'll know say, because you want to come denounce it, say you never fool no cry, you can't tell me that again, Because when the thing run, and you Ratty I say, but Ratty, as an FBI agent, and you get something like this where you said a politician them same way, and you want come out and say this. When they investigate, can you have to go investigate them, don't it?
Immediately. This is public corruption. Once you get and it come out a public servant's mouth.
Yes.
It come out as son. This is not like somebody off of the street. This is somebody who inside it. This is an insider. Yes, I say this right out tomorrow. If me as FBI, if me sit down and me hear that on a Sunday night, Monday morning when me go into the office, me open up an investigation.
But Ratty, before you go any further, Rattigan, what about his statement after the fact? How did that statement appear to you? Like you said, he did not come out and say, you cannot accuse me, you're attacking my integrity, you're attacking my character, I did not fool my craft, right? But listen to the tone of what he was saying. One, you can see that it sounded coerced. He was reading it, but it's not something that he wanted to do, but he was doing it because he was in that position.
Them do this is a script, them do with somebody.
Yes.
But it's a JLP release started. And by the way, he never released, all right, so he never signed something and let out a press release, a verbal press release, but it tape. So why I don't know why my sign say, hey, me never leave or me still in the party and whatever. Why them release these things?
Exactly.
A speech,
Exactly.
You know this remind me,
that alone show the guilt and other things to you,
You know what this remind me, huh?
Yes.
And I'm sure you and Sis and people in the chat room will see this time and time again. A hostage, I read that statement and say, the hostage takers are very good to me, and America is a bad country, and they're doing great, and you should free up the people. And you,
the man he was under duress. That's how he was reading it, like somebody was holding a gun to his head. Yes, like you know how he was reading it, like Andrew and Juliet were there watching him, and if he didn't do anything, Andrew and Juliet might box him down, so he had to read it. He was literally reading it under pressure.
And in them use that a script them let go with him. But yes, them release it. Them release the thing and I say, you know, me don't know why they release something where you never write before. And I say, oh, me now leave my party. When you say it, remember him say it, you know. A matter of fact, him address the media. Him address the media.
Yes.
Him not address them. Him never call them. Him address the media. And then him say leak tape. That wasn't a leak tape. Him address the media and put it out there to make the media hear about it. You understand? Him say the media. Him say it. A matter of fact. I come hear what him say. We just want to hear the part where him say about media, you know. Because when we are talking, you know, we don't want them say we say, you know, because we don't say nothing, you know. We just see with them and dissect it, yeah.
Good afternoon, information media. I just want you all to know that I have walked away from the Jamaica Labour Party. I have walked away from the KSAMC. I won't be going down there to be sworn in. I have to protect my dignity. I have to protect my values. And I have to protect my family. And the way I've been treated and disrespected, I am not having any more of it. And I've walked away. So officially, I am an independent until I return to Jamaica on the 3rd. I am leaving here tomorrow morning and I will return on the 3rd. I am tired of the disrespect and I am going no further with it. Sorry that I may have disappointed some of you in this group, because I know a lot of you, you know, look up to me and see me as somebody you can, you know, talk to, somebody you would like to have around. But the cup is full and my heart is overflowing and my family say I should walk and I'm walking. Sorry for the disappointment I may have caused some of you. But
okay, so I'm saying information media, and then him say I walk from the JP, so I'm not talk to them. Him have a group, can say information media, so I'm not to go to the media, you know. Him know so them asking it. So him say good afternoon, information media. And by the way, Ratty, here's something more yeah, I pick it up. Him say I walk away, him protect him dignity, plus him take the value, him protect his values.
Yeah.
And the values him attack, you know. The same values.
No. Yeah, but you him some man. No. Protecting my valuables. That's
valuables. And the values, you know, the amount of values where him get away from there already, Ratty.
Yeah, him say values, but it values where him say, and somebody might think it's like ethical values.
No, no, that him just say moral.
If him ethically wouldn't come back, yeah, he wouldn't come back and say what him say. But here's something else. Him say, I will be leaving tomorrow and I will remain an independent until I get back on the 3rd.
Yes.
Right? No. You know what that means? If him did leave, right? And now come back to the 3rd, the swearing in that take place. He wouldn't be there. So then the opposition would have deputy and deputy mayor. Because he's absent. Right? But what I think happens is that him say I protect him family and whatnot. I guarantee that if he had plans to leave Jamaica, he never have plans to leave with him family. Somebody are left behind. Somebody are left behind and I tell you what, somebody are left behind. And so what I believe me, when you make a statement like that, a strong statement like that, right? A commendable statement like that, and then the next day you turn around and you say
the next morning,
the next less than 24. No.
It smells.
I'm artistic, you know.
And you know something, Wayne and Rattigan, that is very bad, because if he feels so strongly that he made that statement, the intimidation and the backlash that he faced needs to be investigated, because clearly there was intimidation, and was he threatened? Who threatened him? And why was he not allowed to do what he wants to do in the interest of himself and his family?
You know what we need for though? We need to talk to Herb, because what we need to do, we need to look on some telephone records and some pinging off of some towers for track where him did there, because
Matty, yeah, I get him the thing, I get him. I say you were not say again.
But here's the thing. You see that digital. No, but it's that digital footprint there.
Footprint,
you can't erase it. You can't erase it.
Yeah.
You can't erase it. So we need to know where him did there, who call him, who him call, who visit him family, who come at the house. We need to know all of them things there before we can accept him statement that him have a change of heart. Because we don't think that happens overnight.
That not change that. Him same tired of the disrespect and him put an emphasis on it. So you're tired of disrespect, you will not go back no care what them say.
No, you know what?
But he didn't say. But hold on, one second, Ratigan. One second. He did not say he was going to join the PNP. So he said he's going to be independent. Why was that wrong of him? Why was that not acceptable to them?
So judge wrong. So judge wrong go independent. Although them see ma in the shower do everything and I might get the same
fertilizer
in a film chuck and everything. Judge wrong can't get everything same. I'm not independent, people. Them why G2K never condemn him. You see, this is what I not understand with these people. Listen, them is an arm of the JLP. And I can't tell you from now, 2024 different thing. Anytime I don't know to condemn, because I want to know to account to, because I want to know good enough. Remember when I have Macho Samuda, John Crane jacket. When they have Prog Life. It's CMG2K. Then they have what the one name? Bug Life for the short neck. Them have Apocalypse. Steve Wright. Them have the one where Carl Anjo. Franklin.
Andre Franklin.
But disrespect people. And them have couple more we know so them there around there. We none of the foolishness with them. So them no but I feel so when I get up. And just say we call from make sure we not call. We are sure the people say we not for the corruption too. We not call from everything for the betterment of Jamaica. Not for just call from thing and do no political thing around here. Not gonna work around here. Not gonna work. You understand? So everything will make sure it backfire upon uno. Uno no good.
But if they're going to condemn something, Wayne, if they're going to condemn something, condemn it across the board, no matter who did it, does it. Doesn't matter who does it. Condemn it. And anybody who runs afoul of the law and disrespects the Constitution, disrespects their oath of office, call them out. You don't have to wait until it's like they're sitting like waiting for let's watch and see when the PNP gonna mess up so we can deal with it. No.
But
that's not how it's done.
But the other day, me show me the PNP women's movement condemn when them attack say rape. And who did say Big Mama? Big Mama when them attack about up at the office, up at the PNP headquarters. I think then they come out and come burn out something with them. Not never go so neither, you know.
And it wasn't true.
But this call it out, people. This is it's not even a radio station them are carrying. It's a troublemaker. This Big Mama. Yes. So that all it do is go around and make pay trouble. Yeah. We call it out. We call it out. See? That go around and make pay trouble. And the woman movements, them call it out. And so them condemn this and that and not never go so when the people them investigate. Them never wait. But these people in the G2K, we notice a long time them case and them come back with the same old thing. We're not going to allow it, man. We're not going to allow it because we're not practice.
What need to do?
Not no more ranks. Yes, Ratty.
What you need to do with G2K is just ignore them. Ignore them as ignorant, and biased. That's all you need to do with them. By the way, people, Herb is back on US soil. So some of you worried about, and we say Herb, I got to do this and do that. They more grab Herb down there. Herb is back on US soil. I have a message from Mr. Ennis, and it's this. Mr. Ennis, you are finished. You are finished. They will never trust you.
Yes, true that.
And you better be careful because anything that leaks out of that commissioner,
they're going to blame him.
You're a part of, they're going to blame you. So your best bet was to continue along the path that you chose, which you just ignore the noise and say, listen, I'm an independent, and continue along that path. Because now your life as you know it is finished. Finished.
But not only leaks, Rattin. Yeah, but not only leaks. No, not only leaks. Any misappropriations can be blamed on him. Because what did the woman say? Him full in craw. So to throw him under the bus, they will hang everything around his neck. So he needs to stand on his integrity. Yeah, stand on your integrity.
It's too federal for sign up the thing, the mother's deputy. That's save him. Because federal can't get off him out of this, Because
No,
them
but you know what?
used to us, you know, so Federer can't get out of it, you know. Yes.
Yeah.
So
But you say, to make that kind of statement there, and it sounded sincere. The first statement
Yes.
sounded
of course.
sincere.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if somebody like him, you know, fly off a spur tree or something like that. Because how you live with yourself,
Get out
you
and
know,
carry hang himself.
yeah, how you live with yourself after coming out and making such a statement,
Mhm.
and then the people, and you must know, because him in the politics for a long time, 8 years him a full him cry.
8
Him know
years,
what going.
yes.
So
Not what I'm saying, you know. So we can't repeat it.
Yeah, so
Remember
you
your
must know.
colleagues, your working colleagues is say at 8 years you're full of cross. And we know what that means. When chicken car full, you know, you must when chicken car full
Crush can.
Because
Of
they
the
were
crush
fed.
can.
Right.
Of the crush can.
When full car full in that bulge, you know. I'm full, you know. Yeah, man.
Yes. So for him to make such a statement, I don't see how him can, when him have a private moment, which him a go have a lot of private moments, because people now go hang around him, you know, them can't trust him. And him think to himself, and him think as a human being, him self-worth. Him have to say, boy, I'm not worth nothing.
Yes.
You know, and especially if his family was actually telling him to leave.
To
and then
leave.
go back on him finished, man. He made mash up. Made mash up, man. Him soul gone. He's nothing right now.
Yeah, whatever credibility he had, if he had any, gone. It's finished. Because of his own doing. He should have stood his ground and said, Prime Minister, whoever, as a matter of fact, he said the Prime Minister called him, because after that second statement, he issued another statement, you know. So too did the councillor who came out with fire in her eyes and spitting fire like dragon about the situation. And he said the Prime Minister called him, and of course he's going to talk to the Prime Minister. I understand all of that. But when you're standing in your beliefs and in your value system, not your valuables, but your value system, then you have to say to the Prime Minister, no, I'm finished. I am going to be an independent, because this system is not what I signed up for. This is not what I believe in. It is not doing what it's supposed to do for the people, and I'm for the people. It's not about the people. It's about party. And when the party is bigger than the country and the party is bigger than the people, then we have these kinds of problems. So
I can tell Ennis something though. Ennis, I'm about to just say it, and Maria does I said the same thing, you see? Ennis, you see, when you come out and you make a strong statement like that, and you tell me sincerely, say why you leave, because the disrespect and continue the disrespect and everything, and then you go turn back, like what they say, you know, them not just, you know, the reason why they want you right there, are because, and like, if you leave, them in a more trouble. So them are going to use it right now for them convenience, right? But remember, I just sleep your gun, because them not trust him for you. Them not trust nothing at all what you do. See? I just sleep. If them could have move you, them not move you. But them
he's only making up numbers, Will. He's only making up numbers. Yeah, he won't make up numbers. Yeah. He's
done for you.
Yeah.
Man.
He's just making up numbers.
You know him for though? Him for contact an attorney in Jamaica. If him really want to resurrect him whole, make himself whole, from want to resurrect himself, contact an attorney and sue the woman for defamation, because what she said was that you're a criminal. That's what she meant by when she said you full up your craw.
Full your craw.
Right? And she sent that out on social media, sent that out everywhere, saying that you are a criminal. You've been feeding at the trough for 8 years.
Yes.
You must make sure come and explain what the hell she mean by that you full up your craw.
Right, Rattigan. And given the fact that the KSAMC has been seen is known to be a feeding trough for the political directorate, because it's like everybody wants to control the KSAMC, right? And the Auditor General's report, which says there are misappropriations of funds, and investigation has been launched. So she has defamed his character, and if he feels that way, then he knows what to do. He knows what to do.
Defaming. She sent for them.
No. But based on what Rattigan just said,
Yes.
Based on what Rattigan just said.
Yeah, but
so
know why
he
she
can
know,
do
she
that.
said that she know him and she don't there. No?
Yeah, because here what?
Me say you
No.
she say full
No.
prior.
No, because no.
Otherwise, she know what she attack.
No. Here's where it comes. Here's where that makes sense. Where you really are said, and it's this: truth is a complete defense to any act of defamation. So if you know him a full theme, him that full of theme cry, him can't go swear.
No, you mad.
There you go.
You know what we stand remember enough thing going down there in Ratty. We see the man with him inside them have 12 one bedroom, him have 6'2" and 6'3". Them give him the permit Ratty. Mr. up on the hill 100 apartment when it's supposed to be 72.
Yeah, where there should be no basement, where there should be basement, there's a balcony.
Okay.
Yes.
So the one of these
two balconies.
So how it work? Some craft full all over the place. And something when I right. And next thing we're gonna leave off of them now. I can't flush them now, you know. But me I play this for finish plus G2K, you know, relevant round here in 2024. You know, for us, go away. Me not distant like Ratty and Maria, you know. Uno fi go away. Yes. All right. So now I play this and then this I wipe them out now, Ratty. Look on this. Because this has St. Mary, my God. St. Mary to St. Mary. Now could put the two things them together. Look on this now. Look on this now.
Anybody if you face any charges, anytime we hear about rape and them thing there, we are bring it up, you know. This is a swearing affidavit. I want to know, watch it, read it carefully. I, Stacey Stamson, of 23 Durban Road, Waltham Store, London, E17, 5EA, United Kingdom, being duly sworn by oath and say as follow. 1, I am a citizen and resident of Great Britain. 2, that I was born on the Caribbean island of Jamaica and was raised in Wood Park, St. Mary. And let us follow this. 3, that I have come forward and make this affidavit of my own choice and violation in the interest of justice. Look on 3, I want to not look on it, you know. Each time I read go down. 4, that I have made attempt with limited success to contact Jamaican law enforcement authorities. Them no want hear this how Jamaica slack. Watch this. 5, that I am available for further deposition and testimony, and that I will persist in my demand for justice until Jamaican authority prosecute the perpetrator for the crime that I publicly reveal in this affidavit. See it? Now read with me, you know. 6, that during my childhood, between the age of 13 and 18 years, I was molested and raped by Robert Montague.
By who?
Wow.
By who?
Wow.
All right. A prominent man and public figure in Jamaica. Them are arguing tired, them are talking. All right. 7, that sometime the molestation and rape would occur at his house in Highgate. Jesus Christ, that means one time. When you see it in Highgate, see there?
13.
8, that at that time the molestation and rape would occur when Robert Montague traveled to Ochireas, to Kingston or elsewhere, and took me with him. From 13-year-old to 18-year-old. Okay.
That's so sad.
Okay. Okay. 9, let me see this. That at time, I was physically abused by Robert Montague. Physically abused too.
I can tell you people.
Okay. 10, that on one occasion Robert Montague met me at the gathering at Cox Peace in St. Mary Parish, where he become embroiled in an altercation with a woman who was my friend. He drove me away from there, physically abused me in the car, then stopped the vehicle, bent me over on the trunk of the car, and had sex with me.
Okay.
Backside.
Okay.
See that?
Okay.
You see it? 11. That tell me the 11. That later on that same night, Robert Montague took me at a house near Derry.
Derry.
Over your son.
All right. So shall swear that.
Near Derry Primary School, where he kept me for the night and again had sexual intercourse with me.
Okay.
Yeah, with me. You see that? 12. That since the information about the abuse I suffer was first made public, I am concerned about the safety and security of my family members in St. Mary and demand that the Jamaican state provide them adequate protection.
Okay.
You're not supposed to I think about your family, you know, I watch him, you know. Yeah, but what anything happen to the family, him watch with pan. 13. That I demand a full investigation into this matter.
Yes.
And appropriate charges be brought.
And
sworn
affidavit.
to by Stacey Thompson. See
right.
that?
Sworn affidavit.
On the 9th day of November 2015.
I know she didn't get justice.
You see where? Stafford, in the county of London, England, before and see the just of the piece.
All right, look on that
and
thing.
it's signed and stamped. See the steel there?
See the seal there?
That
seal that eh? Swear enough for David, it's right? Okay. So oh G2K no come out, because that are the chairman of the party, you know. So G2K when they come out, come burn out this.
Well, let me say this. Listen, my brethren, if you might listen to me, you need to bring a lawsuit against her if this is not true, because this is damaging to your reputation. All right, and so if you don't bring a lawsuit, right, because you can bring lawsuit in England, you know, just like how you bring lawsuit.
But that, you know, say we carry up and shove the wall approve, you know, England that you know, say I'm gone. So I want him try it. Tell him to try it. Tell him to bring it. Bring it on. Sure. I remember we have enough more down there, because them talk to me. So tell him to bring it on. Yeah, man, bring it.
Look, never tell him. Never tell him. Not tell him.
Tell him. Tell him. He might
tell him. He needs to defend himself. He needs to defend himself. If it's true, then they have to face justice.
Then the people them don't know why. Our family them don't know around them.
But let me ask you, what has happened since this?
Anything ignore it.
Yeah, because this has been out a while. So why has he not? Why has he not done something if it wasn't true?
Maria, he was a national security minister. You know, Jamaica run them the business, them just work him at the bar, the government in power, so now do baba. So it makes she and you leave traumatized. You know, go she alone. Me talk to other family members there. Me know about the house them and everything, you know. Me talk to people down there on a regular basis, you know.
No, I think don't quote me on this, but I think that was it Mook or somebody looked into this.
More can have, you know, so them not good.
No. That's what I'm saying. Don't quote me. I think it's some law enforcement agency or authority looked into this, and I think them just kind of like it just. I don't know. I don't remember if them investigate and say, well, there's not enough evidence here, or them just sweep it under the rug. I don't remember.
Tell me something with Trump. You so much money up here. Or the woman, or the young mister at the UK, and you down there, so me looking at it. So you have to call him and say, you did do this. I said, no, man, I'm not do it, man. That's all right. I'm going to click 9 day wonder. Oh, you're looking into this if you not talk to she.
Well, here's the thing.
Exact details.
Yeah, here's the thing.
Hey, I get one up in the hey, them forgot the eat too, you know.
Well, here's the thing.
Not try it, you know.
No, here's the thing. The thing about it is that if I were in his position and if he might take my advice, although him not listen to me, but if he might take my advice, I would have tell him bring a lawsuit if it's not the case, because 2015, right? Unless she have evidence still, some DNA or something like that, it will be difficult for them to prove rape.
No, but look on Trump. Trump I go all 40 years. Look on other
Right.
people. I remember England today, you know. When she can't tell you in a vivid details what happened to her, you know. And him can't go there, and then other people she have a family. Can't remember him I go pick her up. She have friend who know this. Remember them not dead half, you know. So what him I do? She against him, he will never win.
Well, I will tell him.
Hold on. Let me show you, you know who in power with. Let me show you something. Hold on, Ratty. Don't move. Let me show you who in power with. Look here. Look here. And then let go. Let me tell you all I want to look here now. Look here. Look on this. It's a crew of them, you know. Look on this, Ratty. I'm going to show you something now. Look on this. There's a crew of them. Look here. Look here. Hear this. Hear this.
Hello, I'm Damian Mitchell. Former Jamaica Labour Party councillor Don Creary has been arrested and charged with rape. The police say a 22-year-old woman, Shanique Williams, has been charged with aiding and abetting the offence committed against a 15-year-old girl in 2013. The West King.
And you want to see that one? Look here again. I'm friend them, you know. Look here. Look here again. Look here this again. I'm going to tell you all this case I go now. Look here.
Hello, I'm Damian Mitchell. Former Jamaica Labour Party councillor Don Creary has been charged with a second case of rape.
You know. Yeah.
The victim, a 19-year-old woman, has admitted to police investigators that she and Creary were in a relationship.
Hear this now. But yeah, the one that was 13, not 15, but them say 15. But yeah, other case I don't know. The girl, they are foreign, because them send me the girl. The girl say, hey, me not bother with this, you know. And DPP let it go. Will you ever hear that?
And she can continue the case, right, Rattigan?
Of course.
Yeah, but the thing is, you're gonna need her as a witness. You're gonna need her. So if she says she not testify, then you have a problem.
Right. So if she not testify, them send her away, no. So she said me can't, but me not bother. And that's it.
Yeah.
But you know something, there's a bigger conversation.
Die after you still charge them for this or something or the other. Them get raped, you have a case and them go dead. Eh? Where you do? That's for the case.
Well, here's the thing. This case, I heard about it, but what I would have said to Mr. Montague is that, you know, bring a lawsuit against the girl if it's not true. Bring a lawsuit against her and say, hey, you have defamed me. You say I raped you and I didn't rape you, because otherwise it's going to hang over him head. You know?
Yes. Point taken, Rattigan. And this has been out since 2012, correct, Wayne? She did it since 2012.
But
2015.
one girl alone.
Right. See? But this particular one, this has been out for years. Yes. And he is yet to do anything to clear his name. That is question. That has question. But here's a bigger conversation that needs to be had. And I have spoken with women, Jamaican women, of varying age groups who have talked about being sexually abused by older men, rich men in Jamaica. There's a culture in Jamaica. There's a pedophile problem in Jamaica. They don't want to address it, but there's a pedophile problem in Jamaica.
True. That's true. And
especially from rich men. We can look at the Peter King story. That's another problem too, right? But a part of the conversation is this. There's a pedophile problem in Jamaica. And when it involves men of means, nobody wants to prosecute them. The victims are re-victimized by the very investigators who are supposed to protect them. So many of them would rather not say anything. So it's not that that these people don't rape them. They have been violated. But when they go and report it, they are made to be treated. They are treated like they are whores and they are sluts and everything in the book except a victim. While the perpetrators get to go on with their lives and have their beautiful families and protect their daughters and their sons, right? While the people that they are molesting have to live with the shame of this abuse, and nobody seems to give a damn. Let's fast forward to the Minister of Justice. there is a sex offender registry. Why is the sex offender registry not made public? Because when the sex offender registry is made public, and when there's a system that persons who have been found guilty of this offense have to register as a sex offender, people know who are in their communities. People will know victims. Yes, there.
Sorry, all the point right there, but may I show you somebody just sent to me? I mean, I make you read it yourself. Look, can you them just send this to? This I come from Carolina now.
Wait, she was a child when it started. Those JLP ministers, like Mike Henry and others, are child molesters. Are there? And that is what I'm exactly.
And look,
exactly.
Thank you, Daisy. Look, well said.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. That is my point.
All right.
So this is the thing: is these stories are there. Let me tell you something. You see, where there is one, there are many, but nobody is listening to them, given the notoriety of the people who the perpetrators of these crimes. Nobody is listening to them. And the victims, especially if they come from homes where they are poor or the father is missing. The father could be missing through either he's in prison, abroad, or dead. The mother can be missing from the home, either she's abroad, in prison, or dead. So there are varying circumstances. And having two parents in the same home and having a home filled with adults who are protecting a child does not mean a little girl or little boy is safe from sexual abuse. They are not. They are not. And people need to understand that unless and until the Jamaican government takes sex abuse crimes serious, they don't take it seriously, because their brothers and them sisters and them uncles are involved. Yes. Their colleagues are involved. The people they sit in parliament with are involved.
Of course.
But the little girls and the little boys that they are molesting, they don't care about them. They do not care about them. And my question to the Minister of Justice is, why have you not made the sex offender registry public so people can know who these people are? You understand what I'm saying? Unless you, one second there, Wayne. People don't understand the domino effect when you have a family member who has been so abused. It affects the entire family. If you're a mother, a father, a guardian, an aunt, everybody is affected, because you know what happened? You are now dealing with a victim. That is your child. That may be your niece, your cousin, somebody close to you. And you watch this once decent child, this quiet child, become something that you do not know. Become somebody that you can no longer control. You understand what I'm saying? And the domino effect of that and the harm it does to the entire family, these rapists do not understand. And when they are not named and shamed, they are allowed to go from parish to parish, from ministry to ministry, from job to job, from school to school, and do the same thing over and over until somebody shoot them under them ass. You understand what I'm saying? Yes. Nobody understands until you walk a mile in the shoe of a person who has experienced it, especially a mother, a father, a guardian who has to look at their little girl and little boy become promiscuous, become drug addicts, go hang themselves on a tree, go overdose somewhere. This is not a freaking joke. It's not a joke. And if Robert Montague, if this lady was telling a lie on him, he would have solved it long time ago. Long time ago.
Talk to me down there, Maria. Other people talk because it was a clique and you have a place for them use and it's a clique of them. And one with them done.
And you know something, Wayne? This is something that hurts me to my core. It hurts me to my core because I understand it very well.
Yes.
And unless the Jamaican system changes, you're going to have more of these young girls. Not because they're fast and loose. No. Talk to the old shrivel up seed men who cannot get women of their own age. Who don't think, you know what it is too? It's a responsibility thing, because they do not want to go and get responsible women.
No.
So they pick on the little girls. in high school, in grade school, in basic school. They give them ice cream. They give them candy. They give them $50. They give them a ride in them taxi. You understand what I'm saying? It is not a joke. And they need, where is this one? Where is the Bible agreeing she? She's gender affairs and all kind of bullshit. That is her, her portfolio. What is she doing? No, what is she, wait, what is she doing to protect these little girls?
Maria, remember, so you have some cougar to get charged too, you know, because they molest little boys, you know. Cougar.
No, but you see, this is the thing. I agree, Wayne. I agree. I agree with you 100%. But here is the problem. Little boys are assaulted just the same as little girls, but little girls are assaulted at a higher percentage than boys. And but this is what happened. This is what happened, especially when little girls are assaulted. They are called fast. They are told that they are loose. Them are robbing woman. Them a big man them want, and all those things. And nobody is addressing the grown-ass man. The grown-ass man who preys on a little girl, because a 5-year-old, a 10-year-old, a 13-year-old, up to a 17-year-old, that's a, put it at 60, that's a child. How on God's green earth could you molest a child? And your name is sacred. Your name must not be published. No, we need to know that you're a rapist. And everybody needs to see your name on a placard that you are a rapist. So any community you go, any community you show up in, because I have seen people who have molesters, registered sex offenders, because the system doesn't exist in Jamaica. They leave Jamaica and they come to countries like Canada, US, UK, Europe, and they molest children and get caught. And now they are forced to be on a sex offender registry, whether they like it or not. They are forced to. Now, can you imagine if he was that person, those persons were stopped in Jamaica, then they wouldn't come and cause harm to another family. To another family. And then those son of a you know what's on social media, and they're running their mouths and going on and beat up themselves. Get the F off social media, because you are causing harm to other people's children. You are causing harm to parents and to guardians. Get off of social media. Go and live your life. Go and live your life. I don't know. Listen to me. I am not telling anybody not to make a living. Go to McDonald's and get an effing job. But get off social media and stop roll up your mouth on people, because you see when other children see you.
Maria, pass the back.
No, but here's the thing. Let me tell you something. When other people see these mofos, what happened to these children? They're re-traumatized.
Of course.
And so you are buying your child, and you know, and you're trying, and they're coming out of thing, and here shows up a sex offender, large and in charge, running them out.
Yes.
And you have your child now seeing that, and you have to relive that pain over and over again.
Imagine,
when you're trying to get it, they don't get over it. They never get over it. And the parents who have to deal with a child or children who go through never get over that shit. Because anything can trigger them. Anything. So you have to be that cushion for them at all freaking times. At all times. So when you see these mofos on social media, it pisses me off. It pisses me off, because guess what? I know what it feels like.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? To have to cushion my own from sons of bitches like these who want to run up in your face and run up their mouth and go on like say, okay then, okay, so you know, yes, it happened, I live my life. Fool, don't come in my face, because I'm telling you.
Yeah, man.
Don't do it, because you keep hurting people over and over and over and over and over, and nobody must say a damn thing about it. Nobody must say anything about it. You understand me? This is not a joke. And I say to Robert Montague, go clear your name. Go clear your name, so we can put some respect on your name then. And if you don't do it, I have a problem with you. You shouldn't be sitting there as a minister of government. And to the women sitting in parliament with him, the Speaker of the House, Go and talk to him and tell him, you know what? You need to clear your name. Say to the Minister of Justice, you see all those people you have on the sex offender registry, put their names out there because you are causing harm to families, not just one person. You think you hurt one person. You don't only hurt one person. You hurt many, many people. Many people. So when you see a person's son out there becoming what a parent would not expect for that child to become, they don't know that the parent, the guardian, the aunt, the cousin, the uncle have no control over it because of a grown-ass man or a grown-ass woman who cannot find somebody their own age. Go pick on your own age group. Leave the little pit them alone.
True.
Leave them alone because it has a domino effect and a long-term domino effect. You know how many little girls and little boys are on drugs and alcohol, are promiscuous because of these grown-ass people? Do you know how many? Do you know how many have to be going to rehab and parents have to be paying for their therapy? What about the parents who cannot afford to pay for therapy? What about the parents who cannot afford to put their child or their children in a place where because they feel that they can no longer manage that child? Not because they don't have the skill set to do so. Yes, they have the skill set to do so, but it has gotten so way out of their control. They have to reach into the system and say, help me, help my child. Help me, help my cousin, my nephew, my niece. It is not a joke.
That's why I say, Maria.
And I don't want anybody's name to be tarnished. I want nobody's name to be tarnished. But you see, the minute you're so accused and convicted, you need to be named and shamed all the time.
But Maria, and I see what's going on. That's why you see me take certain stand, you know. When I see some people on social media, it hurt me to the core. When you know like Dirty Janko, you notice the auntie come out and say, listen, me 13-year-old, and she put out every picture, when him have a picture up there. Put out the picture, tell them when them come, them friend everything. And you have some people that listen to this little nastiness when trouble molest 13-year-old. When we look at the next one that molest 13-year-old, each up down around a ratty. Where you going around a ratty for? For them call about doctor. Doctor where? You fit go away, man. We can't come see fight with you and you come and come each up down, each up side of me. Because me not play hypocritical role on here, no. Me not like you, no. Him should even come out in a prison now.
Anybody who open listen, but this is the thing, you know. This is the thing, Wade. This is the thing, and I don't want to dominate this show with this particular issue, but I don't think many people get a chance to understand the depth of pain that it causes.
Of course,
right? And people, I am not saying that a person must not make a living. Make a living. You have to eat food, you have to wear clothes, pay your bills, all of that, the basics. My issue is when you are in people's faces behaving as though, yes, I did this wrong, so what? I have a serious problem with that. Okay, go live under a rock. I don't need to see you. And the people, and the thing is, it's not about the child that was molested by any particular one individual. It's about all the other young people, children, adults who see this person and is triggered by what that person might say, the actions, though they may not have been affected by that person directly. Do you remember the situation with the sex abuse scandal in the Catholic churches?
Yes, yes.
Do you remember the domino effect of that?
Well, I mean, I tell you.
Adults who grew up to have great lives, were so affected that they kept seeing, even though that priest did not molest them, they were triggered by other persons who did it to other people, so they had no closure. And the abuser was sent from one parish to the next, and so thousands were abused. So they have to understand. They have to understand that it's not just one person that is affected. Families are affected because of one person's action, one person's selfishness, one person's disrespect of another person, so much so they violated them. without the violating that trust. When you break that trust, you have no right violating a person in any way, shape, or form, let alone by rape or any form of sexual misconduct. So they need to understand the effects of it. It is not just one person. There's a domino effect.
Let me get a rundown on something about in Jamaica concerning this, right? You know, Ratty and Maria, you know some have school buses in Jamaica right now? You know them? Some 2-foot school buses. You know about them?
Yeah.
Them are some politicians, big boys, and police. And police. Every day when school open, you see them at school gate. You have police nowhere turn soup in a Falmouth. We used to drive the green van there. I'll be a school girl that pick up, you know. Straight pick up yourself. I'll be a school picnic that pick up, you know. For man, you know. Go ahead and straight pick up yourself. See? And enough of them still continue to pick up because school girl. Them are school bus. Because school, all your school and everything there, you know. So them there, remember Jamaican have school bus or school bus. Them they are 2-foot school bus. So them there and pick the little kids them and go on with them. That needs to stop. And them I be a cover up them going with a Jamaica. Them thing I need to stop. G2K and them you have to talk about. When you run out and talk about this man and say principal, talk about that. Can you just talk about some of that same thing? Talk about these things. Cause it's out there. Man, I get to because girls say, hey, me no want to press charges. Forget it. Get pay off. Yeah, and then the case just done.
Yeah.
See? Me say them go for being cast by some woman who are like 800 years old. Go for being cast and say, remember back in them time. And when you look him get charged for these things, I do a little later, see? Then I'll jump. Me see myself, he's not my type. I'm some 300 years ago that. Him get, right now, how much money we go play. Them charge him. And them found it guilty and a bag of money right now to them, don't it? More than one of them. Different from Stormy Daniel. You have a next one who have one bag of money in war. For she too. But them, they are big people back in the days. Them, you know, had some little baby kind themselves. You have Peacock King. You have who much little boys them have on tape. You have police from Mount Bay today. Because you have some policemen, so them have them watch the tape and hear a liar. Can them still liar, you know? Me not call your name, I know them tell me your name, I don't want to give up the police. I say, you're so loyal, I think you on the police. And him about, breathe me. That the police now, him
sorry. Something
but breathe him. Right? In a Peter King tape, when you look at the poor little youth, them when they pan halfway free, where people them go take and sodomize. Sodomize them. And give them them gully clean. Them no get to go school and not all, you mash them up. Mash them up. Enough big man, let me tell you this. Yes, a member of parliament, you know, still I pick up them youth there, you know, and carry them away and carry them back 4 o'clock in the morning. And them same man come down and talk about and them I run out. You're too hypocritical, man. Stop it, man. Bratty, if some of them pull them shirt now, it's a blue pill sip on them chest, you know. You know the big old blue pill there? Yeah, some great chest, man. Be a little youth. Be a little kids. That's why they don't want to sex with this screen there because you might have called Chuck and say, put one on where you look. You see people are run out too. And man fly over the place like mosquito. So them now put no sex with this street. They don't want to embarrass themselves. Yeah? It will stop.
But Wayne, what about that guy? You remember that guy? He was on your show, but he left here and he went to Jamaica and molested that child and he was found guilty. I think he was given 12 years. That white guy? Remember a few?
Oh, yeah.
Was it last year, the year before? Yeah, you interviewed him.
Went to the little 12-year-old girl. I said, fatty and skinny. I'm about the pen. Yeah, right. What else for? You know, what's that? And I said, so you're planning to spend even 20 years, you know? What? I did not do nothing. The white guy was same carry, pay a candy for the little people. I asked him if he have kids. And him have him son, him have kids. But him go to Jamaica, said Jamaica after him divorce. Big old dirty customer. Himself time divorce. One man where is a Jamaican American. Say you can't go to Jamaica and go get to man in 5 minutes. Look how he make come and say it happen. So when him come, if him come a woman yard, him see them little picnic and them him want, you know, I little picnic.
So him carry dolly and thing. Me ask if him buy these things for him son them. No, but you buy it for other people picnic. He's a serial rapist. Serial child molester. Him go and mob here, and when you look him, I call the man cokehead robber. Cokehead robber. I mean, you know the man,
Yes.
man. I'm make him talk. Remember, I broke my pen, you know. I broke my pencil, you know. When him done chat, me broke. Because I'm case, me I try him none way, you know. Because I try him case, say the father say, oh, go down to the yard and him bride her and him go down, but him take a couple minutes to reach him yard. After him say him go around this and go yes so, and him ask you, but him know the girl. Him say them carry him in a dark and a pitch dark and man want doing things, not never
Yeah.
must
Yeah.
be alive. And him in there say, oh, he makes you sleep on the bed alone and him see pay a man and him never know a man. Then him say a police. Him too lie. Then when you look somebody I call me female, because them say them for call me. But when the man don't know, say me not deal with the arms house, you know. So them call me, you know, when him look, me know it's a peer racist thing I talk about when me know in and either, you know. Because me not believe in a racist business and either. Me not dig it. Not my style. So them dep a book and them drop him talk and do him look a foolish shit. Me I lift him my pen. You remember that case that when I try with him? Eh? You remember the case? Me done with him, you know. Them find him guilty. Yes. Kind of want to get one use my channel. To come say, the man just attack and chop up himself. He don't know who this attack to him. He know nothing about him, man. So I found him guilty, my ratty. Because when I see it as judge, me for be judge for some of them in a ratty. Some of them are like into, if them ever make, me for be the judge, ratty. More you be the prosecutor and me be the judge, you know. I just say, oh, guilty. Him can't tell me nothing, because I don't read him thing already in a ratty. Yes. And 1,000 years me I look pan, you know, enough of them, you know. I want to be the judge for them, man. Leave pick me alone, man. What did they say? You're silent. You're not silent.
No, I'm not silent. I'm not silent. I'm not silent, you know, is abuse of anyone is a crime, particularly those who are mentally challenged and children.
Yes.
It's a crime that it's an abominable crime. Them people who commit them crime, they're supposed to spend the rest of them life behind bars. They're irredeemable. They're no good to society. Right? But the reason why I'm quiet is because you hear the pain, you hear the passion that come out of Maria. And you know, this is not typical Maria. You know, I said she feels passionate about it and strongly about everything she says. So what you do when you see something like that? You just kick back and make the person talk. You know, interrupt or nothing like that. You make sure you just talk. And there's nothing I can add to what Maria said. Nothing I can add. So that's why I just kick back and just listen and learn. You know, so some of them say me I hold back a lot. Forget who said no. Or some say me look like me still on the music vibe from last night. No. But what happened is that, you know, Maria makes some outstanding points, and when that happens, you know, you have to have the patience to listen, right, and absorb. Sometimes the people are say you can't just get up and start say things because you want to hear yourself. You have to be patient and listen to what people are saying. And Maria make some outstanding points, and there's nothing I can do to add to it. So that's why I just kick back people.
True. Sabati, that's why we enter me, man, you know, some people are pose up, and when they run out on some million, duck this and duck what? Don't come front of me, man. Don't come front of me. For your molest, when me look on the whole thing, and me look on the child registry, sex offense registry, and me see a name run up, and me see a 13-year-old, and what you gonna do? Don't come near me. Go away. Me tell you something different variety now. I tell you go away like how me say it, you know.
The thing about it is that some countries, you know, them crime are punishable by death, you know.
Of course.
Stoning.
By death. You molest a child and you molest somebody who mentally challenged.
Yeah.
Somebody who, you know, them in charge of them faculties, and a child can't make the one of the reasons why we have a certain age of consent is because we're saying no matter how mature you might look, mentally you're not developed to make a decision, a conscious decision. Yeah. So we have said no, in Jamaica I think it's 16.
Yeah, 16.
I didn't say 16 is the age of consent.
And then 14, so they move it to 16.
Yes, I'm saying below that you cannot give consent. So that's why you have statutory rape.
Statistical rape.
Yeah, you have a statutory rape. So even if the girl say, even if the girl or the boy, if them say yes, it's still statutory rape because the law says under the age of 16 you cannot give consent.
And that's it. That's the law.
That's it.
That's the law. And then big man know say you shouldn't go to school, get a school bus and I pick them up. 12 and 13 year old and 14. Them never go 15, them I say that too old, I start from 13, you know. 12 and 13.
And lower. And lower.
Yes.
They have some Jamaican men have no mercy on a little girl picking a little boy. They're like in The Color Purple, where Sophie's character said, a little girl is not safe in a house full of men's. It's true. These men don't pardon any little boy or little girl. You know, one time you could bathe a little boy and little girl and then put on them underwear and them topless because at that time little girls not bust breast, you know, and you see them running around in the yard and nobody not troubling them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, your little girl and your little boy running around. I did it, my siblings did it, my dog, you know, you running around. Nobody care, my niece and never, because nobody, you know, what kind of interest can you have in a child? But to some people,
evil, man, evil.
That's just to some grown, grey-back men. That's enticing. Because there was a case, Ratigan, I don't remember what state it was, where this man raped a physically challenged woman. She was verbal, she was non-verbal, all of that. Then when sister, she's pregnant, ready to give birth. Why is she pregnant and ready to give birth? She cannot consent. It was one of the workers.
You say, you real in the chat, as the lawyers know, there can be no conviction for the rape of any mentally challenged person, I'm saying Jamaica. That's not true. That's not true, you real. Because if it's unconsented sex, it's rape.
Yeah,
so if that is the case, if that is the case that you cannot charge somebody for raping a mentally challenged person, all the mentally challenged people in Jamaica at risk. All the men at risk. Them say, hey, there's no charge, you can't charge with it. No, you can be charged for raping. Actually, you should be charged for raping a mentally challenged person. The other thing is, you see, that's why I could never be police commissioner in Jamaica, because a lot of people that go prison, you know. Here's another thing. You see, my sex crimes unit, one of the things I would do is say, listen, all of you go to the hospitals. We do a survey at the hospitals. Any female coming in there under the age of 16, pregnant, we have to go find out who do that damage there.
Yeah.
We're going to go find out.
I your boss, you know, up there, because you in a one where you look. I one of them big politicians there and I hide it.
You have to go find out.
Yeah. Because you the woman that say, I'm fed up, you know, in breed, wah, boom, bam, bam. So you have to just watch wah, going down there, you know. She might have a woman there, but them politicians touch everything, you know. Everything. Yes. Man, woman, ass, donkey, everything them touch. Politician. Them even dog them touch. Them may brush anything. And they might just talk like this, but that's true, you know. Jamaican politician, you know. Them not make nothing past them. You never know. Of course. Them dangerous. Anything.
See, and I said it today on Bartels Vibes. As I prepare for my program and other programs, I do a bunch of research on some of the laws. And it's clear to me that what Jamaica really needs is not more laws. Yeah, you do need some more. What we need more of is enforcement.
Enforcement.
You're right.
You're right.
That's what them really need. Them need enforcement. Them enforce the law. And it's because them do enforcement, guess what? It's normalized. People just accept it and say, that's what it is.
That is the problem. It becomes normalized.
Yeah. So them start breed up a little, picking them and not now. Them just that's how it goes.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
You remember the other day it's Juliet Catburn Flynn.
Hold on 1 second. One quick second. Say Monica Wills is right. She said mentally challenged people can't give consent.
Yeah.
You can't give consent.
Cannot.
Go ahead. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yes.
You said Juliet Holness.
Flynn the other day. Don't she receive with a gift? A girl little baby in a Jubilee Hospital the other day.
Yeah.
And she never know. And that's so stupid because them have to tell her what she do. So that was a lie. So them do things, you know. I remember we ball out about it and I said, well, you have a little young mother. She look like maybe 13 or 14. Yeah?
Little young mother, you know, sister, look up at this. Oh, yeah, give birth. First mother for have baby in December, the 25th or something there, around there. So I said, oh, me never know. Oh, you never know.
And hold on. And maybe that's not even the first one. But think about the message that you're sending. Think about the message.
Yeah.
A 14-year-old tenant and you bring gift come gear as a minister.
Yes.
Think about the message. The message is it's okay. And we give you a gift though, and you get a visit from the minister. Everything is fine. Instead, she call the Dr. Chang and say, listen, you need to come over here, so come look on Wagwan. We need to deal with this case, yeah. None of that now.
If they had an effective Minister of National Security, yes.
Maria said them have a Minister of National Security. Yes. Yes, Maria. If them did have, yeah, somebody just wrote me something, I look back for, you know. Because when you see this, I laugh in a ratty, and Maria, when I laugh, I say I can't find it back. So much thing are coming to me one time. It's bad, you know. It's bad. So much thing are coming, I can't, you know. But if you manage everything one time. Oh, by the way, may I talk to a witness, a brethren when they put a witness protection to them call me, right? I'm not going to tell you no it's parish. I'm not going to talk to the government about the foolishness when I go on with. So I'm witness a murder. My name family member. Right? 2 men come on and kill him. And him was the witness. Then put him in a protection, move him from one place, carry him to next place. And you know, so when the case finish, then him depend on him own door. Them are going to give him 200,000 Jamaican and say depend on your own. Them not busy about him again. Him can't go back where him come from. This is sin, you know. You know what him said to me? Him said, listen, him, if him even see mother get dead, him now return no witness. Never again. Not at all. Because this unfair to him. Because when you mash up the whole of him life. Yeah? And when them sentence the person, them, you know. And then you fling him out for the witness protection and say, yo, 200,000 Jamaican. Remember him now have no house for him there and him now have nothing at all, you know. 200,000 Jamaican ratty. And say, all right, we're done with you now. You can't stay on it no more. This is evil. That are more than evil ratty. So you are a turn witness where you and your people, them can them are put you up in a one parish. And I like you out of Jamaica, you know. And then when them done with you, them say, hey, the case done now, so we're done with you. Remember, you know, you have to watch your identity. People travel all over the place, you know. Yeah, and you have people, have family members all over the place. So you have to watch your head back. But yes, not even your rent, them are paying ratty. No food or nothing. You know, say even is this. Them need to stop this. And it's not the first, but somebody told me about this, you know. Me I talk to a woman with your daughter get raped for the same thing them do her. So not the first. Them need to stop this in a Jamaica.
Well,
yeah.
See, we talk about intelligence-led policing, and I've always maintained that the JCF is an 1870s construct. It's not designed to deal with intelligence the way intelligence should be dealt with. They've tinkered around the edges and say, yes, we are doing intelligence work, but no, they're not. First of all, in order to do this, you need a fusion center, which they don't have, right? And when I say a center, not just the building, but you need to have the capabilities and you need to have the people, properly trained analysts and investigators. They don't have them. So they can't do that. And remember, the JCF is designed to react, not to be proactive, right? So the idea of an intelligence-led policing structure is that you have a robust intelligence base, human and SIGINT. Herb can talk about the SIGINT part. I can talk about the human intelligence part because I've run sources all over the place. All right. In fact, I've run sources in places where the FBI never had sources before. I won't name where, but if you can't, two of the hallmarks of a successful law enforcement / intelligence component is that you protect information and you protect people. And if you cannot do both of them, you have no business doing this because people are going to get killed. People are going to get killed. You must be able to protect people and you must be able to protect information. And as we know, Sometimes when you go to the police and you complain about somebody and you think you're doing
Right.
it in confidence, before you get back, the person already know that you were at the station making a report. So, you know, and we've tried to explain to them how to do this. In fact, I have a friend. I just talked to him today, and an Egyptian American retired FBI agent, eminently qualified, superbly qualified to help the Jamaican government develop their intelligence base, how to set it up, how to run it, how to conduct meetings, how to secure the information, all of this stuff. The man is a genius when it comes to this. And I said to him, look, I will offer you his services. And I even said to him, I'll offer it to you for free. I will offer it to him for free because this man I'm talking about was one of them who said to me, if you go back to Jamaica to help your country to deal with the crime problem, I will go with you and I will stay with you as long as it takes to get this problem under control. We can't eliminate crime. We know that. But you know what he said? Control.
Control, yes.
Until we can get under control.
Mm-hmm.
And I've offered these services for free. And every time you talk to them say, we know that, man. We have intelligence. You know, we know. Ask. Here's what you do. If you don't believe me, ask any one of them policemen, the high command people. Now, I'm not talking about the ordinary corporal and people on the street. Just ask them. The one who tell us them know about intelligence gathering. Ask them what is the intelligence cycle and how is it structured and implemented in Jamaica. Just ask them that. Just ask them. They'll never be able to answer. Yeah. Just like if you see the regular policeman on the street and you say, tell me the top 3 priorities of the JCF. They can't tell you. So but it's not their fault.
They can reassure. I could tell them. Because, you know, they're not going to explain it to them. You have to explain it to them for them, you know, because you can say that and it confuse them brain, I guess, but
listen, Bridget, me used to, at one point, right? I used to run the intelligence component in New York, which is the biggest intelligence component. I used to assign people to fusion centers, but no fusion centers run, and intelligence centers. And, you know, you try and go and explain to them in Jamaica, say, listen, here's what we do. Everything won't work all at once because when they don't have all the equipment. I even went as far as to try and get equipment donated to them, you know. Right, for me that I go bring. I mean, explain to them that, listen, everything won't work at once, but believe me, it's a process. Because there was a time in New York when they start switching, right, to intelligence-led policing, and the investigators got really upset because here's what happened now. You've been trained as an investigator that this is your case, you're responsible for it, you run it. And then all of a sudden you say, listen, this is your case, but we're going to pair you up with an analyst. And so the analyst is going to help you to have the panoramic view of this case. Because when you look at your case, in terms of the one subject that you have. But what the analyst will do is explain to you that your one subject is connected to an enterprise. So instead of just going after just one person and getting rid of that one person, we take out the whole enterprise because there are connections. People don't act in isolation, right? And I've witnessed it's like turning a battleship. It's not turning a speedboat. It's slow, but it works. And when you try to explain this to them, Jamaica, them say, we know them things are. We know them things are. We can't do them things are. No what? They don't know nothing. But they're very good at copying stuff and also writing stuff for themselves. Them original. They're very good at cut and paste, and they're also good at original ideas too. Because I've seen some of the stuff. But then when you ask them, show me the results. Show me that this thing was a success. Jamaica, you know what Jamaica come in like? Jamaica, it's like one of them things. They're like, you know, like a kid, and you have a toy, and the kid, you know, you walk down the street, and the kid looking at the store and see a toy, and say, I want that toy, I want that. And you get them the toy, and after 2 days, what them do? Then fling it away. Then back and they want another toy.
Yes.
That is Jamaica. Them don't take things to the logical conclusion. That is Jamaica. Them start something and then them just say chop, and then somebody come with something and them start and them say chop, and then somebody come and they say chop. That's why them have about 6 crime plans on the shelf. That's why. And every single one of them, if you read the first one, you don't have to read the next 5 because all of them say the same thing. So, you know, but me not stop still, you know. Me not stop trying because, you know, there are people who are depending on us. The majority of Jamaicans are depending on you, Maria, you, Lonesome, me. Them are depending upon we for do our best to identify the issues, to expose people in the hopes that they will make a change. And then we take it further too, because we are the background investigations now.
Everything. Yes.
I can tell you that.
It's making a change, you know.
It's making a change. I can tell you that we have a background of a senior politician in Jamaica. It's done. The herbalists have it, you know. It's done. And then we are the protests, and we are get ready now for go talk to the politicians them. So they might depend on for carry out the mandate, for help them, because they know that a lot of them really cannot help themselves in Jamaica. If for nothing else, fear.
Yes, the fear of retaliation. Yes.
But no, you shouldn't be that you're afraid to talk, you know, to have a voice, because that's state execution or state killing or extrajudicial killing. It's wrong. An attack from the state. Not from gunmen like this, you know, and then politicians use men and then them cover it up. Attack from the state. Posing as gunmen. It's wrong. You understand? And who do that and follow politicians, you know, them must sell out them country to, you know. Them need to stop that. Go up on the long run and them must suffer. Them suffer more than anything else. Politicians care about themselves.
Yeah, but you know something, when
themselves. Yes,
ma'am. And the thing is, you know, when with Rattigan show, and I can only speak about your show and Rattigan show. That's what I'm closest to and most observant of. And the aim is to edify them enough to make informed decisions as voters. Because when you have an informed voter, you have a better voter. So you don't have a fanatic and you don't have a die-hearted. You have a voter who is doing so based on their own interests and the interests of their fellow man, their community, their parish, their country. Because, you know, the recent elections is, you know, is proof of that. It's proof of that.
Yes.
Because when you keep talking to them and saying, no, you cannot sell your vote, they're more inclined to go on video somebody selling their vote. Because they now see that, as you have made the connection, Wayne, between slavery and the selling of vote, and how you undermine the struggles of the ancestors who fought hard for your right to do this. So you cannot sell it, you cannot take it for granted, you cannot just throw it away. So you have made that very potent connection for them. So when the voter hears a Rattigan come out and breaks things down, have different subject matters, you have the young people involved, and you're always on every day you have a show when breaking down these things and no, police who cannot treat the young people like this, the education system must be as, and if you talk to people like this is the kind of result you're gonna get. Then you have to bring them out of that. And when they understand that they need to be edified about the issues, they become better people. And then when they know, they will tell somebody and that somebody will tell somebody else. So they are learning. So I think the seeds have been planted in as many young Jamaicans as possible, that I think we're going to have an election where the electorate is more informed and they are not going to allow people. Oh, Sir Herb, share.
Hey.
Share. My favorite
you see where I am?
Yes, that's it.
Where are you in the airport?
I'm getting ready to fly, guys.
Herb, why you giving your location before people say they already? Why you giving your location? Tell people say they are.
Right. Good to see you.
Leave, see if that's what we want to make sure. But you know, you could tell the people them still.
No, Rattigan.
Well, they still I'm in Haiti. You see.
No, it's the flag behind
you. You're too observant, right?
Rattigan. This is Herbert. Them can't say fit to her, you know. You understand? Them have to just watch him go through. You understand?
You know what? I think Herb Zeke them, you know, Herb Zeke them out because you want, you know, them low Herb, you know, Herb down there and go out with them thing and kick up rumpus. And them know Herb that kick up rumpus. But I think what them want was Herb for call, you know, and say, hey, the coast clear now. Hold on, can't come down.
Yeah, there you go.
No, we don't do that.
Them want loan some.
They want to win first and foremost. Oh Lord.
They want to see you, you know.
Yeah.
Good to see you. It's good to see you, Sir Herb.
Yeah, let me tell you though, it's been a good 3.5 weeks, and everywhere that they have under restriction, I've been there virtually, driving around, you know, and it just remains to be seen why they were so harsh this time around when compared to last year. It was worse. Right? Things were happening on a bigger scale last year compared to this year. I think the fear of the elections was the big deal.
Yes.
Elections come and gone, and nothing happened. You know, everything back to normal. But I started, you know, say hi, hello to the group.
Yeah.
I listened a little bit to the vote buying thing, which is true.
Yes.
You know, they're still up to their old tricks. But this is just a prelude to what's to come next year. And I think we're going to have to announce that we need observers.
International observers, yes.
Yes. Yeah. And we are going to have to join in, you know, ask the Carter Center to sign some people up so that they can put people in every parish, or 14 parishes. So may need about maybe 14 volunteers so that they can take a look. How you doing? Yeah.
Hi, good day.
So,
Happy that you're back on attendance.
no.
I didn't give anything to
No. Thank you.
Yeah. Duty free.
Yes, man.
Yeah. So they just let me through. Asking me the same questions they asked me when I first came in. So I'm gonna get on this plane now.
Herb, if them come and tell us, like, make a right turn, run. Just run straight.
At least I look at the floor markings. Yes. All right. Thank you. Yeah. So, you see, you know that's when I call you though.
Yes. Right.
I'm on the way.
Yeah. Herb got frozen.
I mean, let me sit down. Maybe a year in back.
I'm going to dead zone.
Yes.
But actually, no, I shouldn't say it like that. I'm going when can't get no transmission.
Yeah.
You want to try to cut off verb because I want him to talk. Mine, you know, mine are cable and wireless and digital, and my wife probably am on it, you know. When I try to cut off the herbalist. Eh? Yeah, man. You might try to see that they might try to cut off the herbalist. When them sit down, maybe, you know, because them not ready for move yet. Yeah? So, in the meantime, I could just play this.
So Reggae Medic thing there, you know, want to go Jamaica, become an observer. Reggae Medic, I hope you're serious because Herb is a member of a group, an NGO out of Washington, and they actually do they oversee elections through the Organization of American States, OAS. They're funding.
Oh, the OAS, okay.
Yeah, so yes, because he's done a number of them in the Caribbean already. I think he did one in Guyana and he did one in St. Lucia or someplace. Yeah, he's been around.
Yes. Hey, more. We don't want to leave out this. I'm saying herbalist, not forward it. But we can't leave out this because the Prime Minister said something the other day on the campaign trail. And he must say, you know, in the 8 years, because of from February 2016 to February, I saw 8 years, right? Fully 8 years. We then in March, though, 2024. Him said the 8 years, for him that do, in that set up everything now. So him say, in more, 3 more years. I don't know who might tell that.
must be some deaf man. He want 3 more years now, and then una go feel. Me no want to say what him say. Me hear what him say first, and then we have a discussion about this. Hear this.
Fixing the economy, placing the economy on a sustainable path. Within the next 2 to 3 years, every Jamaican is going to feel the benefit of that in some way. You're feeling it now.
In the next 2 to 3 years. How will you get this, son, man? Hey, Andrew, you behave yourself, brother. 8 years. Him say I fix the economy, you know. Remember, him talk to the school kids, them, you know. Remember, play him back again. I'm going to have a look at this question.
When was this? What year was this?
Fixing the economy.
This is just now. This is just the other day when him go around. This is in a mobile last month. Before the election, just a week before the election also. This is around January. No, this is around January. See that?
Fixing the economy, placing the economy on a sustainable path. Within the next 2 to 3 years, every Jamaican is going to feel the benefit of that in some way. You're feeling it now. Fixing the economy, placing the economy on a sustainable path.
So, man, it's a sustainable path. I'm going to tell you something. Him said this in a January. You remember when he called the election the other day, right? In a mobile. Now, him come back just in the week, well, last week, somewhere Friday, one of them did it. But him say, him can't pay, if him pay the civil servant worker like that, it'll mash up everything we do. So him can't pay you. So him say, it's him fix the economy, but you still not pay these people. Him go to the kids them and him tell the kids them, say, listen, we couldn't pay for nothing at all. For the school, you know, we couldn't clean the rubbish. We couldn't do nothing at all to the hospital. We're going to just charge you no more taxes. Yeah? If you do what I do, I tell you, so this and get the money from. So, yeah, when I say, yes, you know, so the man tie up himself, brother and sister. He might tie up himself more. When I say it's a garbage, it don't make no sense. When I vote for you, first 100 days, you feel. And now 8 years, you come and say you'd have fixed it to a sustainable path. So every Jamaican are going to feel it. Feel what? More hardship. 2 million of them can't find food. Every Jamaican, no. The PSOJ not feeling that. Them always have food and money. Yeah? Them always, so it couldn't be every Jamaican. It mean, it might starve you more. The masses. But not every Jamaican. Am I right? Where you say, Ratty?
All right. The Prime Minister recently said that, you know, he doesn't make promises, he make commitments, something right to that effect, right? Yeah. It's 6 or 1 half a dozen or the other. But because when you're a leader and you say you make a commitment, that's a promise, right? Yes, but let me make an argument. Let me make an argument for him, and then ask people in the chat and the Jamaican people what them think about this. For the last 8 years, we've had an increase in minimum wage, lowest unemployment, 10 months of sustained economic growth, 7% decrease in murder from 2022 to 2023. One of the best high-performing stock markets in the world. We have major highways, Barbara Green Road, debt to GDP ratio getting lower and lower, and so on and so forth. So Jamaican people are not idiot. But nobody not run from success. So if you do all them things and people now feel safe, people feel like they might move from one class to, you know, upwardly mobile. So they might move from poverty to middle class and quality of life increase and all of these things. Why is it we have the results we have in the last local election? Why? All them things are supposed to be for the benefit of the population. So you must see the people are grateful. That's what he must say. He must say, look how I do for you, and look how I do for me and my party. I'm ungrateful. And that's what he must say.
That's what he must say. Right. But remember, say something.
You know why? We say all of that to say this.
Yes.
All of what we just don't say is nonsense. It not translate to the majority of Jamaicans. This all of these things not translate to them. The unemployment rate, it not translate to them. The minimum wage, it not translate to them. The GDP to debt ratio, it not translate to them. The economic sustained growth for 10 months, it not translate to them. The Barbara Green Road where them can't pay a toll for drive pan, it not connect with them. I want to say connect with them, that connect with them economically and otherwise. So me tired of listening to him and make all of them promise. Yeah, I was willing to give him a fair hearing, but I think I've given him enough of a fair hearing. It's time to go, man. It's time to go.
But Ratigan, in the midst of all of that, this is a prime minister who was late in his statutory declarations in 2019, 2021, 2022. Those are yet to be certified, right? Those is 2023. We're waiting to see what happened. Why is there no conversation around that? Why should he be trusted to be the leader of the party and prime minister? Those are issues that feed into the problem of corruption that Jamaica faces right now. So he can talk about all of those beautiful things. Two things came out. The poverty rate has gone up and the education system is in the toilet. The healthcare system too. That's true. All right. And don't even mention the crime. But those three major issues. All right. But those things are important. But we also need to look at the integrity of the leader. That is as important as everything else. Because if the credibility of the leader is questionable, what then do you think of the people who work with him in various ministries and agencies, the councillors, the member of parliament, the ministers? You see, so all of that, him could have talked until Jesus come. What about your statutory declarations, brethren? Come on.
You know, Murray, you're right. And the statutory declaration, the third one is coming up the end of this month, right?
Yeah.
And it may not jeopardy because I'm going to compare. I shouldn't say they will. They should.
Exactly.
Verse 2
They should.
Because we know the Integrity Commission, they're woefully inadequate. And all you need to do is go back and look at that investigation that they conducted when he was MP and Minister of Education back in
Minister of
2000.
Education. Right.
Yeah, because I tell you how I'm so upset at the Integrity Commission beside myself, because you know what they did? I don't know if it's just lack of skill or them just not care, or I don't know if it's intentional. I don't know. They interviewed him. And I said this yesterday and I'll say it again. You, as an investigator, as an investigator / lawyer, you don't ask questions you don't know the answers to.
Exactly.
You just don't do it. You don't ask questions you don't know the answers to. And the second thing is, you don't since you're not going to ask questions that you don't know, that you don't know the answers to, what you have to do is you have to ensure that when you're conducting your investigation and you ask questions, right, another aspect to it is you ask questions, not an answer, but the truth. Because you know people are going to lie to you, and that's not the reason why you do the investigation, and you have to answer. What did they do with the Prime Minister? They interviewed him twice. If me investigate him, only one interview I get. And you know which interview I get? I get the very last interview. Very last interview. You're not going to get a chance to come back and clarify. No. And then them ask people who work with them some very stupid questions. Like, essentially, they were saying, do you think that the Prime Minister was, the minister at the time he was minister, but do you think he was involved in the selection of Westcon or this company to get the contract? And basically ask him, do you think he was involved in corruption? If me interview them, me not ask them nothing about him in the first 2 hours. Nothing about him. Me ask them about them and the contracting procedures and how it works. And by the time me start asking them about him, me already know the answers. So we just need to confirm the answers from them. But it just goes to show that the Integrity Commission, them not have no clue what them are do. And then the corruption prosecutor, she make it even worse. Because with some of the people, she said, oh, I have the evidence to prosecute, but I'm not going to prosecute because the abuse of process. Where the hell she get that from? The abuse of process argument is supposed to be made by the defense, not by the prosecutor. You do your job. You have the evidence, you bring it, and then what you do, you let a judge decide. Or what she could have done that we don't think that she did, she could have gone to the DPP, put it on the DPP, go to the DPP and say, here's the evidence. Should I or should I not prosecute? And make the DPP she did it the other day with the case with the money from Water Commission. She did it with him. Yeah, because it was a DPP who said no, the statute ran, so we can't prosecute him. So why she never take these other cases and go there? Because we have no evidence that she did with the Water Commission. I am just beside myself with these people. You know what, people? Instead of police commissioner, maybe national Minister of National Security or Integrity Commission. I would do well over there, because there are lots of people in Jamaica who deserve to go to prison, and I would bring in the best investigators in the world, some of the best investigators in the world, and we would start clean up the place. Them people are a joke, man. A joke.
But Ratigan,
yes,
sorry,
yes.
1 minute. But Ratigan, don't you think though, given that the Prime Minister is yet to declare to have his first 21-22 verified, don't you think that he should really be disqualified? Should that be a disqualifying fact? You know,
it should be, particularly since he's the one who set this thing up. This thing was set up in 2017. And you should see the fancy speeches that he made. May I have them right as well? All the fancy speeches he made about the Integrity Commission, right? And him say, oh, we're going to give them, powers to prosecute, and we're going to do this, and we're going to fund them, and we're going to blah, 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 blah. And then you don't submit to the regulations. The regulations say that you must provide your statutory declaration on or before March 31st. It says actually the third month, the end of the third month of each calendar year. March 31st, and your last two, them can't verify it. And verification, all it means is that we can see where your wealth or whatever it is that you have declared. We can see the sources. We to our satisfaction, we see where the money is coming from. Right now, when them say that them can't verify it, they must say, well, we can't. We don't see the proof where this money come from. We don't see 2 years, and in about another 2 weeks or so, in a little over 2 weeks, it will be 3 years. And by the way, just last 2 weeks ago, they wrote to him again and said, we need more. Yeah, we still can't clear this thing up here that he's telling us.
And he was the one who came out and said, oh yes, they wrote to me again. And I'm thinking to myself, does he hear what he's saying? And where is the media and the PSOJ and the G2K to say, but Mr. Prime Minister, we need to call you to books, because you cannot be running a country with these things hanging over your head. Because no, that is why you have a system where MPs can have trucks and gas station and all kind of things, and nobody can talk to them about it, because the Prime Minister set a very bad example.
Well, Maria,
if anybody's thing that should be clear, it was his.
Don't pass here, because you see, when you look on the Azan case, where he never make no money, not a pocket or nothing at all, nothing in a pocket or nothing at all, and that was a dark day for Jamaica. And G2K run out, PSOJ run out, everybody run out. Yeah, lock him up because him breach him this. But look now, everybody have them own water truck. 4 or 5 water truck. Them have the amount of gas station them have. Them have built $800 million house, nearly $1 billion house apartment, Everybody have rice mill. Rice mill, I call that, rice mill. Then can take 85 million, give one who you have $1.7 trillion, we don't know where it turn. We look money all over the place, and nobody now come out, come says nothing. So the whole of them colluded together. The whole of them are nastiness. We have to hold them to account, the whole of them. Can we see them? G2K, hey, anytime.
Also, wait, what about the truck, the backside trucks? Who owns the trucks that are hauling from the backside?
Yes.
So who owns what? Who is getting contract? Who is giving out these contracts? Why are these contracts not put to bids?
And cronyism. And great laws.
Because Andrew when he's come tell you say, when it's about water, me have it here, you know. The whole of Jamaica have water. He must sit with the whole of Jamaica and him start from water. Me have it here. I have it here. I'm going to try it and me showing it. Because, you know, the whole of these things, because them have water truck. Then they make water shop. Water shop, you know, come up with some little dirty black tank and call it water shop.
Here what? This thing February 26, 2024. That was about 2 weeks ago, right? It says the Integrity Commission makes a third request for information regarding statutory declaration. And then it goes on to say here, it said last November, the Prime Minister disclosed that the Integrity Commission had written to him requesting that he responds to a second set of questions. No, this is 2023 now. We're talking about 2021 and 2022. The most recent request is the third such. The Commission has said that it is not able to certify Holness's statutory declaration for 2021. His 2022 declaration has also not been certified. And you're right.
Nobody going to prison and get kicked out. And not even the party stand up for the morals and say, no, we have to remove you. We have 48 other Alibabas can choose from, and you know, the 40 other, you know them. We have to say, we remove you. In a democratic country. Not all. So me tell you, say, all of them are the same thing. They are the same thing. You understand?
You know something? I want to know if they'll find him, because I don't know if it's with because there are 5 or 6 places. No, well, actually, there are 5 or 6 places that a statutory declaration could be. It could be with the complaint division, investigative division, the commission, the corruption prosecutor, the DPP, or Parliament. Right? We know it's not with Parliament. We know it's not with the DPP. And it's not. I don't think it's with the corruption prosecutor yet. So it's either with and I don't think it's with the commission. So now that narrows it down to just the investigative division and the complaints division. Now, depending on how long it takes to provide them with information, them can fine you. Them can fine you. And me know you're nothing about the fines. Me know you're nothing. You think, hold on. You think if you, Lonesome, were a MP and your statutory declaration, them can't verify it for 2 years going on 3, you think you'd be able for this?
PNP MP or opposition leader. If this was about Mark Golding, Andrew Holness frack would be over his head. Because of the peeling him off the ceiling the way he would be behaving about this if it was Mark Golding. So why hasn't the same principle applied? Because like Wayne Bruss brought up Richard Azan. What Richard Azan did not benefit Richard Azan. It benefited the people who needed the services. Yet he had to resign, right? He had to leave. It was a dark day. So what about this situation where the Prime Minister, this is not a councillor,
no
this is not a delegate. The Prime Minister is yet to set the example. And on top of that, you hear that there are 6 who are under investigation for illicit enrichment. Do you see why this can happen? Because this Prime Minister has not set the standard that he advocated for and said he'd put money into, signed into law, but he's not abiding by the very same thing that he put into law. So how then can this society be better? Society can be better. So when he's talking about, like somebody say, PJ create Radha and he create Radham, he need to Radham himself.
And let him create Radham, not
all of these, right, but all of these, but here's the thing, when you talk about, but when he's Radham people,
Maria, hold on, Maria, PJ create Radha, but let me say something on the man can parry. Him go to the man and take away him Radham, that look good. Them are saying create Radham. I not feel Radham neither. Leave Peanut with him thing, man. You can't stay. Peanut of him little Radham, you know. And he might take the man Radham. He not create Radham. I'm at a fact the word them when I do the road them and a blueprint them. So me notice him is a copy as a Xerox too. It's a Xerox. Believe it or not, Andrew is a Xerox too. One of the Xerox them. You have other copy now, you know. You know use Xerox again.
I guess not anymore.
You use Xerox.
No.
Not
No,
anymore.
you don't get, you know, Xerox. You must see
Maria's not anymore. Maria's not anymore.
Not anymore. Can you ever
These
Xerox
are modern
something?
days.
And Eli Clark at Xerox alone. Andrew Xerox too. So him just go around and then him claim things. North South Highway. Him claim it that Mayor Francis I say, yes, you know, because him bit me, I said, no man, look there. Me show the video. There is 2014, this is the first leg open, and 2016 when him win the first week after him win. Part 2 open, section 2 open. So him now, you know, you repair things and things, but don't, you know, Highway 2000. Yalla claim that stuff from there, so go straight to Yalla, and we have the road already. Marcus Garvey done already. This done already and everything. Yeah, claim some things where put out where you know make no sense. Stop it, man. People don't want to see that neither, you know. People want to feel the difference in their lives. You know, the 13,000, let me tell you this. The 9,000 for the more than the 13, where 13,000 for the now. It could have buy more. It could have stretched more. The 6,000 could have stretched more than the 9 before. Because right now, we have bread in a 2015, you know. $250. You know, so what bread there? Now $500 and $600, $500, $600 for your bread. That is more than 100%. Eh? And everything, otherwise, how much a pound of flour? Ask the people them if a $30 or $40 a pound for flour now, if them can get that. No. How much a pound of rice? How much you light bill? Well, some of them now tell you, say, boy, I don't know, you know, because I have to cast light. I have to borrow some light, you know. I borrow it from JPS because the Prime Minister said no more borrow light. So I borrow it. Right? Them can't even pay water bill. Man right now I pay water bill $500 and $1,000. Water bill, you know. Water bill. It's wrong. It's wrong. See, man, them say HB printers there, you know, right, you know. The Xerox. Man, the Prime Minister Xerox, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna say we're wise emissary. I say we are gonna need more than town hall meetings, and I'm right, but we are doing it already. Hey, wise emissary. I don't know where you live, you know, but the May 10th, right? If you want to know where we are, to come support the movement out of 2nd Avenue and 42nd Street in Manhattan, because we are gonna do some protesting out there from 9 to 1 in front of the Jamaican consulate. And another thing is we're going to have some meetings with some lawmakers, and we want to know if you want to join with when we go there. Because we need you, because you look like an action person, and we need you to get it.
But you may read into Wise Mary, when name thing there?
Wise emissary?
Yeah, when there? Let me see when there again. Wise, yeah, man, all right. You guys need more than town hall meeting to stop the great Andrew Holness. Let me tell you what stop him already. He's not great. Let me show you something. Why is? Let me show you something. It's not a wise thing for say the great Andrew Holness here. This is Andrew Holness here. See me? If just look on the right, that's Andrew Holness. When I say turn it up and turn it off, see me sight off there. He nav no more of that. Me saw off him now. So maybe you don't know, but them look through themselves right now. Yeah, because you don't know you said the great. Andrew not see himself at that. Andrew see himself like Nicodemus early morning. You never see that yet with no prime minister. So let me tell you something wise. That's not a wise thing. You know, weird people out of them bed. People call me. And I said, listen, man, not the billionaires talk to him for me, man. People jump up gratty with all fast teeth when the fast teeth drop out. Pay a bill. This is your prime minister. 2 o'clock in the morning. 2:30, and him come and admit it. Make a plate and make you hear it. Him say, boy, me work, and him say, you lose. You want to know? Him stop, you know. Him a damage food. So me just tell you, because you know, you say the great. So him put the great Andrew Holness on it. Me know say, maybe just the own Andrew. But not great to the own Andrew.
Put back the picture there for me.
Yeah, I'm going to put it back there. Well, and then I'm going to put up, I'm going to make him here, Andrew, admit the thing. See, chat? All
right, hold on a second. You see the word Iowa?
Yes.
In Arabic, it means yes.
All right.
So you should have put no upon which part the side there. Leave it up on the other side, Iowa. Yeah.
Yes. No, but you see this? After this,
you put no.
Aside, they know.
Yeah, but which part you say Iowa, you should have just put no. Because it means yes.
You see me I say? Yeah, man. So, it means go on there, say, no, we speak Jamaican because you know a different language, right? So, here this, you know, they're Arabic. We don't got to tell him something. We're going to show you something with him.
Yeah, man. We speak different things, so we are whap him. Look here. Andrew,
You
watch this.
solve the man. You solve the man, not man.
No, but him not, no, because I tell him the man come and say, I will turn it up and turn it down. You can't come tell me that. If you come tell me that, I cut it off. You understand? So when we take it off now, him don't know what we're doing about it. All right. When him name Ratty, let me play this and hear ya. Hear this. Hear this. Listen.
Wilmington, are you demanded his resignation or what?
This
what
question
happened?
keeps coming up. In our Westminster system, you know, once the Prime Minister, whoever the Prime Minister is, says, come, let's talk, you know what the position is. Our protocol, our convention is that once you're called in, you know, you say, Prime Minister, I offer. You don't wait until somebody says you're fired.
And under that convention, it's a firing, it's a dismissal. Under Westminster.
Look, Everard is someone who has worked very hard in the party. Everard is known for his outlandish comments. I spoke with him. He's regretful. He sees the...
By the way, Andrew, why you call him Imrad? Should we say Ramrad? You know, say Everard, look while him say Everard. Me tell you some ears clean and I watch out. What hear this?
For his outlandish comments. Is someone, you don't wait until somebody says you're fired.
And under that convention, it's a firing, it's a dismissal. Under Westminster.
Look, Everard is someone who has worked very hard in the party. Everard is known for his outlandish comments.
Yes.
I spoke with him. He's regretful. He sees the difficulty that it posed for the party. And in a deep discussion with him, he explained that... Today,
Mm-hmm.
yes, and yesterday as well, which was a result of his press release. He explained, you know, what happened and what led him to it. But as a minister, I think he understood.
You had one too many from him.
As a minister,
yes.
you have to
be
very careful about your statements.
Confidence in him,
as a minister, he has to be very careful about his statement.
You had lost confidence in him, didn't you?
Why is emissary? Why is emissary? See when you say freedom, you don't know how good Jamaica is under Andrew and Ligel. You know, even say Ligel. So I know where you come from. I know. See, so just listen this. Listen this.
As a minister,
yes,
I think as any minister,
yes,
they have to be very careful about their statements.
Are you going to be retooling Belmont Road now?
Belmont Road, the retooling had started long before, but it definitely needs to be intensified.
Mm.
Yeah. So, you know me, I'm a very frank person. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. Our supporters know, and the Jamaica Labour Party supporters are our greatest critics.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't feel comfortable, they are not going to vote in a fanatic way.
And they did not come out.
Precisely.
120,000 of
so
them.
they hold us to account. And
You know. Why is emissary? You know. Oh, them not come out, them hold them to account. Them and a buy vote. Make him get some. Buy.
They are sending us an early message to pull up our socks and get our...
Yeah, man, tell you, so it sound like a comfortable person, this Andrew one is. To you? Yeah.
Show on the road.
Well, you work like a dog. You campaign.
Could
like
you say like, you know, I
you
work like
hard.
I did.
Yeah? In Gale at 2 o'clock in the morning? And
you say me not tell lie for your boss though. Why is that emissary? You say me not tell lie for your boss. In work 2 o'clock, people call me. And I tell the man stop do this stuff and them can wake up people. People are I'll pick and jump for them bag in a ratty. Think them asleep on desk and I jump up think of school. The amount of bell are ringing at them ears in early morning.
That's why I'm said to you, say, the question I'm asking him say, will you retool Belmont Road? And him say it's been retooled already, it's gonna be intensified. You know why? Because the minimum wage, low unemployment, economic growth, murder decrease, stock market, highways, debt to GDP, him realize that them messages there work. That's what I'm saying. Them have to intensify now. Them have to go wheel and come again because them messages work.
Message.
If something I work, people that feel it better. So let me play it again and you hear what I say happen to him, yeah? All right.
As a minister,
Yes.
I think as any minister, they
Yes.
have to be very careful about their statements.
Are you going to be retooling Belmont Road now?
Belmont Road, the retooling had started long before, but it definitely needs to be intensified. Yeah. So, you know me, I'm a very frank person. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. Our supporters know, and the Jamaica Labour Party supporters are our greatest critics. If they don't feel comfortable, they are not going to vote in a fanatic way.
And they did not come out.
Precisely.
100
So,
That's a lie, you know, because you see when the man try to talk, members of Jamaica Labour Party supporter say him leave. And you hear the woman angle him. For him own family good. She say, you betray, who you wicked enemies, you yeah, she cuss him. So, but you must say about most critic now, sir. People are really accountable, sir.
Hold on there. You hear him say, I'm a very frank person.
Him not
How
frank.
come him not frank with Integrity Commission and him?
Oh, can me just say what?
Declaration.
Gratty,
Why
him
don't
attack
keep on
Frank
that
in the
number?
yard.
Yeah, why
The
not just-
white-head man, the Frank.
Well, emissary there. Emissary, answer that question there. If the Prime Minister said he's a frank person, so how come the Equity Commission keep on asking him for produce more information and more information? That means you're not frank. If you're frank and open, you give them the stuff from Jump Street. You not for wait 3 years now. You know, we're in the third year. So
And you say my go on good. Hear this. You're hard in work. And him still get flap. Yeah.
20,000 of
so
them.
they hold us to account.
They
And
hold
they are
us.
sending us an early message to get
Early
pull up our
message.
socks and
Yes.
get our show on the road.
Well, you work like a dog. You campaign
Could
like
you
a
say
dog.
like I
You
work
work
like
hard.
I did.
Yeah? In Gale at 2 o'clock in the morning and end up losing it?
End up the what?
That's hard.
It's hard.
End up the
Yeah?
what?
In
Yeah,
Gale at
that's
2 o'clock in the morning and end up losing it? That's hard.
It's hard.
hold on
Thank
there.
you,
But we
Prime
worked.
Minister. Thank you. You
Hold on.
tried.
Well, all right.
Hold
So,
on.
but
Stop it
we
there.
call him there, so. So
Stop
you
it
hear
there.
him. Him
You
admit
see him
him
just
no.
confirm, so them lose the thing. Him
Him said
just
them losing
confirm.
it. Yes, them losing it.
Play it again, make emissary here, man.
No, I'm play it
Play
again.
make
Yes,
emissary
I'm
here.
play it again because
Play make him here.
yeah, man.
Him said that.
I'm play it again. I hear what I'm saying.
In a fanatic way.
And they did not come out.
Precisely.
120,000 of
So
them.
they hold us to account, and
Yes.
they are sending us an early message to get to pull up our socks and
Yes.
get our show on the road.
Well, you work like a dog. You campaign
Could
like
you
a
say like I
You
work
work
like
hard.
I did.
Yeah? In Gale at 2 o'clock in the morning and end up losing it? That's hard.
It's hard.
Thank you,
But we
Prime
worked.
Minister. Thank you. You tried.
But you know something, gentlemen? Here's the thing, and I'm going to say it again. Fanatics did not vote. People who were more informed went out and voted. Because if you notice, they lost more council seats the PNP gained. They lost voters the PNP gained more than they got in 2016. So, and I'm going to say again, I have to say, both reason and I can only speak to the shows that I am most familiar with. Reason with Ratigan, Town Hall, all your shows when during the week have helped to really inform the voters. So they're not voting again based on what anybody say no. They are more I personally believe that they are more informed. So I think it's a good look when you see the way especially the young people, when the way the young people are coming up because they are listening. So if they think that social media, Googs wanted to legislation to ban social media, people, ban social media, right? So that's not happening because we are having the.
I think there's a title before the name, I think there's a title before it.
Thank you. Listen,
Sir,
who are about social media? The one of them are about it.
Yeah, he wanted legislation to ban social media, but we are having the desired effect. So now that we know an election is a few months away, Jamaica is so content rich that every show, every day or every week. One can just pick a topic and talk about it for days on end, just to drive home the point to the Jamaican people that these are the issues that you must care about. And if these people are not working in your favor, if they are not doing these things to benefit you, then they should not be in office. And at the top of that list must be the Prime Minister's statutory declaration. His inability to provide the information for it to be certified must be concerning to everyone, not only those of us in the diaspora. Everybody should be concerned because it means he lacks the credibility to be an effective leader. Because if his personal things can be verified, what about the people who he is leading? That is a problem that we're having. And given the level of corruption that exists in Jamaica, we have to hold his feet to the fire. And on top of that, you have the illicit six. We cannot go with the fanaticism. We have to go with educated, edified, informed voting. Diehard thing not working anymore. So let's come with the facts and keep doing it and doing it and doing it. And I'm telling you, more people are listening to you, Ratigan, more people are listening to you, Wayne, than they would want to believe. Because the signs are there.
You know, so before me even move this, so remember play this now. Remember play this. Hear this now. Ratty, ever play this too? Come and just play the Prime Minister. And tell me, you saw the Prime Minister said, you want to feel female like I dream get a whop in this, so you know it hard. For you know, a man, I get up and I wake up people out of them bed, though. Come and feel it for the people them more, you know. Come in with my fair work, you know, like Nicodemus in the night, like him a Santa Claus. You know, like, and people now the chimney, you know. But him out there, I ring this is your Prime Minister. Him down, so when look people that text me, so the Prime Minister just pass and make nice start to him from, you know. You know, carrying that now. I'm thinking about it. I'm made up on my thing, I'm show it same time. The man go out in the night and them should have them have nice abatement to call them to charge him. The police are follow him. No Ratty. See your brethren you now. Here where him come with and it work now. Look, hear this. Hear this now. Hear this.
Trelawney, them can't 2 new beaten tick come.
New beaten
in St. James on the one estate. In Hanover, 2 new beaten tick. In Westmoreland on the one estate. St. Elizabeth and Manchester.
Them are same window with Westmoreland. Westmoreland are 12 PMP guys with them. And them are beaten tick, you know. And Manchester, hear this.
We have new beaten stick, and the one seat them have a Manchester, we are going to win that.
Them gone the rather the whole 4 of your thing gone 2 out I must say hardly saw 3. 2 of them gone. 2 out of that gone. So everything gone there so. So him attack us a big area.
In Clarendon, only 1 man is returning, and we want to say it to Philip.
I'll bug like must lose 2 out of film because all of them, you know, say some tie up thing and them say look of vote. So them they gone too. Then just split up and gone.
Enriquez, put your hand properly on him, Philip.
Yeah,
in St. Catherine, them all gone. In St.
The people of the world in them say them all gone, you know. This a garbage.
St. Thomas and Portland, 4 new beaten tick. And so help me God in a St. Mary, 3 brand new briquet.
I've seen 3, 2 gone out of it, brother. 2 gone. Anybody briquet, you know. Because, hey, if you follow them people and a speech and right to them, brother. This is garbage.
Yeah, why you angle my version them way? No, because no, him not too happy, you know. My reason with him about them thing is still in a reason, but
we must say these things don't make no sense.
No, you know me though. No.
Stick to reality.
No, I mean I'm not gonna be upset about this still, I'm not telling you. But me send that video there to him, you know. And I say, so politics is a rough game, you know, brother. I said to him. It's a rough game. But I'm job that, you know. But by the way, you know whose job that was? That was the Minister of Information should have out there do that, you know.
No, and get boost too.
And when there?
Ratigan, Ratigan, him not able to come out, you know, and make the mistake, you know, and just say fake. And I hear him come up.
No, but him now
So,
because
to prevent himself, you said to prevent himself, and as a matter of fact, the party don't want him come out and just make the mistake and forget. Say, no, you can't say, it's dangerous. He might,
Maria.
No,
he might
you know
want
what
to
I'm saying? No, you know what I'm saying? No, him say if you touch a button, so me touch a light button then.
All right. So hear this.
I want to say a thing like that.
Drink sanitizer and sanitizer. So now I use this as Roman boom. So in go down the bug life him. The youth them down there so bug life coming out so boy him have came on a spark, you know, so him look some jockey. For ride, you know, for train for ride the ass there and thing, right? I ride the mask there, man. You so me know that me rather me Roman boom. No vote for you. Roman boom. So the youth them running way, the young youth them. Yeah. Yeah, you can't go on the train the youth. So him have one came on a spark too, you know. So him want to train them for turn Jackie. The youth them say, hey, me know that, me not turn the Jackie around here. Roman boom. See? So them running away. You know, so
no, but
two
you're much. But I haven't heard much from him. I don't know if sis or you hear anything from him, but I don't hear nothing from him for a while.
Listen, the man in say, the box say, and the way whether you name Maris, you can never win under my hand when you look the youth whap him. The next one whap him.
What you say? When? Remember, you know, he said over his dead body. Him is alive. But it is over his live body.
No, he might get drip now. Most of him body mash up. The bug body most of it mash up. But the first bug that
Well,
and the drip.
Them not have a them not somebody send me clip of Andrea, send me clip of Alain button and left him. He might forget a buckle of Vicks now.
Vicks enough cool.
But remember him have a program that come on every Tuesday now with Parliament. I think his cabinet every Tuesday. Him run a program where him bring on a cabinet minister and them do the press conference and thing. No, you're not more. No, you're not more.
Him wounded. Him look like lap dog, lap ears. So him run gone. And then back. But again, time now, when write this, him just sit down. And this one, of him, if you talk to people in 2024, brother. Stop it, man.
Why you kill him, man?
No, I reality, you know. You don't want same talk, Frank. Him just go run bush. Listen now. If me I do this, me want to do my work. Me not talk to nobody, you know. Me just want to go out to go work and them see my work and it speak for me. So if them reject me, me know say I couldn't my work. Right? So if me tell me that God help me, two brand new brekkie. 2 beaten stick, 2 brand new brekkie. Like come here say oh be man it no work. No, you come with beaten tick. Don't just and one I go back. 2 brand new beaten tick. No Manchester, no all of them beaten tick in St. Catherine. All of them gone. And people up and burn. And you don't know they're not gonna vote for you. Come on, man. And me know him can't be no chairman and I'm running away, you know. Me run him way. Them poll tell me something wrong. Me run with blue dot too.
You know, my personal opinion about the former minister, the MP, is that I don't think he's well regarded by his peers. And it's sad because he have a long history in the party, you know, going back to his father, right? And I don't think them people look at him and give him just due. So him actually, he have to go out there and do them things, yeah. You know, him have to go out there and do it because what them do, them kind of put him out there because why? Him look like 90% or 92% away.
And then you go and 27 a crown.
Yeah.
Come and talk to the people them with sense. Because they may come again. Nobody, all right. Then they put him out and I say, man, come here have the tape. I don't want to play it for him tonight. I mash him up, you know. Because I 2 knock that already, you know. I don't want to give him the 3rd knock. Because 3rd knock you out. Someone to survive ratty tonight. If I play that, I'm not going to talk about him, but I'm not going to play the tape. But then it come out. Andrew wanted to be Prime Minister for 1 term, 2 term, 3 term, 4 term, 5 term, 6, and him called 9 term, turn to as long as him want 10. 10, 5 or 50. 50 years that. And then you look for 100 years. You say over 100, like people are idiots.
Are you sure that 10 5s are 50, Wayne? Wayne? Stop. Are you sure that 10 5s are 50?
Me see your comment yesterday. No?
My brother tell me, no, my brother right to tell me that 2 times 9 equals 13.
Oh, 13. Oh, yes.
So watch yourself.
Yeah, man. I'm play it. No, man.
Around here, these days, it's new math working. The old math not working. You have to do new math.
Never do new math.
This is the comment. This is the comment. This is our comment.
At least I know you would understand it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. We hearing, man. I didn't know that Andromat story.
No, here's what somebody explained it to me. Them say, you know what happened? Before it was 9,
yes,
it was mostly 6.5.
Yeah.
So when them say him increase it 100%, him not really mean him increase it. I mean it has been increased 100 from 6.5 to 13.
No,
but Mr. So on to the 9.
Nobody can explain that to you because
Mr. So you skip the 9. Mr. You skip the 9.
Yes, you
can't
skip
the 9.
it.
Mr. Him say move the 9 by 100%. Yeah.
So you can't
but them
skip
laugh. Because them just say it was like 6.5.
No, but I'm not talking about. You never look and say it come from all 0 to 13.
That's true.
Because if
You could have said
skip everything.
you could have said 1,000%. You're right.
I know so we learn maths, man. But
Again,
I wouldn't want to teach
9,
you that over Portland, brother.
9 plus 9.
13.
13.
I rest my kids.
9 plus 9 are 13. You know what I'm saying? Man. 9 plus 9 equals 13. You
get a placard make like that in a 9 plus 9 equals
13. I'll never put Andrew and sign Andrew on this.
I mean, I'll put
9 plus 9
minimum wage 9 plus 9
equals that 21 gun salute equal 39 too. 21 gun salute. So here it equal 13 police fire 3 times. 13 at one time, one time, 13, it equal 21. 13 police fire 3 times, bust them rifle 3 times equal 21. And a Google Gaga. And I mean, look at me, we try to play it, Hey, we don't want to play it another day, 13 police, bust them gun 3 times, 13 of them one time, 13, 1, 13, 13, and that is 21. That is Google Gaga, right? Me don't know where I get that from. Because that's 7 police him should have there at any time. 7.
Hey, but hold on a second. No, but hold on a second. Hold on a second. You get this man this nickname, right?
No, I was real name that.
Hold on a second, no? And I was thinking, say, I just brighter so. Just this show you alone.
No, sir.
But everywhere, people are calling the name. I'm shocked. People are calling him. And they said, no, it's a police commissioner. And I said, no, man. I said no.
You went on police commissioner, Google Gaga.
No, but you're calling him by him title still. You're calling police commissioner.
Okay. Major General Google Gaga.
Major General
Google Gaga.
Anthony Anderson.
Google Gaga.
Police commissioner.
No, sir, I'm not a police
JCF.
commissioner.
No, but you have to give him.
Look at see what man write about it, yeah. You just come mention him. Look here. Now I'm gonna read it now. Cause Google me now. I don't know. Soon as start today. I'm say, but they can't see today.
Oh man.
See there? What I going win? Heard that Google is resigning. See it? So you have them don't know nobody else. See there? Look here. So that he can become a security minister. You see?
No man.
No, I tell them. Adapt me love.
Ratty. Listen, my brother. It is difficult to refer to him as commissioner when you have Chairman James, who is a real police.
All right.
Has the qualifications to be a commissioner. Sitting there just doing nothing. Yeah.
I won't argue.
It is difficult to do that. Yeah. Because he's not. What is he doing?
So them say Google now. Can you imagine now where can't talk? He need a commissioner. And can you imagine them put him, turn him, hey, you know when they do fire dog pa father-in-law. And give him the post, make him turn president, so more hear him. I'm the president. Google Gaga. That's all. Hey, what me done with Google? Me
Me some people are saying it to me. Me I say no, then a nice thing that. Me want to see Google. I'll turn him in an ambassador. Ambassador Google Gaga.
No, if him come, no, that wouldn't be a good position. Because I'm for deal with me.
Me know why you say that. Me know why you say wouldn't be. They tell him say it's a good thing them for do it.
All right,
More
let him
them
send
do
him.
it. Yes, man. More and them put him in the Senate. Can you imagine Google that they forgot talk and we have then Google Gaga and hearted and can Google hear that Google answer, you know. Google have no sense. I want to know that straight. Google and the police. Can you imagine him in a senator? It just done.
No, man, but them need
man.
No, them no need for just send him come to Washington, man, and make we deal with him, man. Send him make we deal with him.
Then that man, more and them put him in the Senate.
Explain. You might want to play the tape, you know, and because creative mind don't understand the 9 + 9 are 13. Creative mind asks where that come from. So if you have the tape, you can just play that.
No, I know the 9 + 9 I want to put in this 21 gun salute, you know.
Oh yeah, we can. Yeah, of course you have to put that in, man.
Yeah, man, what Google there? Because Google is a man where he does. I'm gonna find 21 gun salute, you know. Google. Yeah, man. Google does them
OT and mash him up,
that.
you know. Look at OT put. OT said that, you know, the initials AA are Alcohol Anonymous.
I want them more put in, man. I want Count them people. A 7 supposed to arrive. You see what of them? No, at 21 Google looking up. Google could not look 21 with so much man with drive. Impossible.
The one with the slipper shoes.
Yeah, hold on there. Loan some. Do me a favor. Just go back. Let me show them something. Just go back when I'm marching.
You mean the one with the slipper shoes is in there too, Ratigan?
The one with the slipper shoes. Stop right there, Stop right there, No.
Him can't shoot the man behind him in a ratty.
Exactly.
In them telling you know.
What kind of formation this?
Who go do this?
What kind of formation this?
No Google Gaga. Me not tell you, sir. I said Google. Hey, listen.
Look what the barrel are point. Look what the barrel are point.
Not telling the man stomach, man. If you go mash up the man. Do one of them one get shot and frightened and more bullet lick off, you know. Then gone, you know. Remember, you know, Google I said in a better. Google I said. Google I said better. That's my Google I said. No, who da put a rifle there and make the man them hold it like this, ratty? Eh?
That no look good.
I must a baby brother. I must somebody in a car seat that do that. But I can't.
Hold on, go back to the car seat there.
Eh?
Go back to the car seat.
Sit there.
Him seat belt. Him on him seat belt. Him on the seat belt.
Yeah, man, him have it on, man. Him put it on, man. See? Baby on board. But look on this, call them people. Look at 7-1, you know, look at 2, 4, 6. 1 out of this makes 7, you know. 3, 7, 21, right? Look at 2, 4, 6.
8.
2, 4, 6, 8. 10. 12. 14. Yeah, but one of them now have a gun. 13 have gun. See that one hand? So 14 of them, but one now have the gun. So 13, see there? 13 with gun. 21 Google want in a people. 21. Look here.
Where him hat there? Where I want the hat there?
Him now have it all night. I'm a bus shot now. Look here.
No bus shot without him hat. What on there? He might follow the police commissioner. Him not wear him hat. Him not have him hat.
No, him not have the hat because, you know, right after him just a 21 him a look. So a 13 of them are a bus. Just took people 3 times, and that 13, 313 is 21. All right? Well, look. In a better. The one that make 14 behind us, so look there.
Check with me, people. 21 ago.
Alrighty, well, fire rounds in volleys of 3. With one volley. No!
So them money, you know, run right now, I know, look at.
Freeze it.
No. 13. 21 we go, people. 26. 21 we not reach yet now. Look. Look at now. We just reach 21 now, people. Hear the hand them now. No. We know the hand for blue. That's rusty. Let me move the hand, Ratty. Let me move the hand them. Because now,
the one of the brother booty la tear off, man.
I forgot draw for that too, you know, because the man shoot now him shoot up the people them funeral. The family begs, but Google does come send some man come shoot up the people them funeral. You look him say the man forget 21 gun salute and you make 13 man with rifle fire 3 times. 13 of them, you know. And that's a 21 gun salute. Him waste 18 bullet. 18 you waste, Google. 18. It nearly double, brother. It nearly double. A matter of fact, him send the man for double, because 14 and he just make the man leave him rifle. 42 in the agreement, now. The man leave him rifle.
One left him rifle and one left him hot.
And one left him hot. Eh? And you say this is a police commissioner. Google now. Me say, them say I'm going to turn the security minister. Hey, I want to see him turn it. No discourage them, Bratty. A greatest thing. Tell him yes. Yes. Take out dark power father-in-law for me and put him in. Dark power father-in-law.
Remember, him was the first and so far the only national security advisor. And him failed this up.
Yes.
And him give him another job as police commissioner. And him failed this up.
Miserably.
And I'm going to take him now and make him Minister of National Security.
No, sir. I
don't think him out of that. I don't think him out of that.
Eh?
I don't think him out of that.
No, I want them do it. Yeah, man, I want them do it, man. Hey, at them time, they will beat Google, you know, man. Them have to give him a job. They can't just make him go home, so man. Give him a job, man. Turn him in a deputy prime minister, too, man. You feel so, Ratty?
Well, them should have, no, you know, them could have give him the job. My man there who you said look like him have worm. Plenipotentiary. Ambassador Plenipotentiary. Yeah, could have given him that job there.
No,
I
man,
remember that job as Ambassador Plenipotentiary name. Could have given.
No, you can't put him as Ambassador Plenipotentiary. You can't put him in Lampine. The Lampine must get the
no, something missed me. Something missing. Right? I said the man look like him have hookworm.
Him have hookworm.
Not just any worm, not just any worm, you know. Hookworm.
You see?
Alone some sister. Alone some. But that's a repeat alone some.
You see it? Alone some name and everything we're going to foreign loan some get
alone some says sis. Alone some says. That's a repeat when him say. Me hear him say it one time. So this one I look like him have hook.
He want a lampile for you. He want a lampile. A general lampile. Him need lampile. Him know say him want a lampile. Eh? That you know say him have hookworm. But you look at him say that man that him full of hookworm. Eh? You have him but it's a joke. Eh? Yeah man. No. So Google Ratty, make we just ask them, Maria. Me know say you have birth for the tomorrow. We say, you know. Oh, by the way, can we reach with target that saying? But hear this, Ratty. We hear the Prime Minister. When I tell people say only if stop and watch him for 3 hours
because you know come back on a feel sad and we might chat, you know. Because you know what don't find hours, the man hear him. When you stop watch them, when you go on the internet, I want to watch them for 3 hours and then you come back, I want to feel sad when I must not watch them. Well, it's Anjo. Before we go drop what pound we have worries, you know. Not you, Maria.
Yeah, they go back, they leave empowered and know that they mustn't vote for somebody because they tell them something. Vote for what? Vote their conscience.
Eh? You can make it sound bit better than that. That's why sometimes when I watch him for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or 30 minutes, in those man just pick up 3 hours. Can you know, so I say, we don't go like a dog now, you know. And you them start saying walk like a dog. Eh? Yeah.
You have to go find another word, Wayne.
Eh?
You have to go find another word.
How that me I said?
No, he must go find another word.
Yeah, that me I said.
Well, that's true. That's true. He likes to lift things.
Eh? I'm comfortable. I'm going like a dog. I'm going to eat my dinner. So now, him knows 3 hours now. So him knows I'm going to eat my dinner. Him drop what about 3 hours. When I watch them for 3 hours, I'm going to come out feeling sad. That's it.
But they should be sad. You know something weird? No, he's right. They should be sad at the state of affairs of the country that he is running. So they should be. He saddens them because we give them the information, and the information they're informed, and they look at him and they say, "Yes, it's a sad state of affairs."
But him say
governed by you.
That him say we make the people them feel sad in the them watch for 3 hours. He pick we out, you know. You never said something else and said, boy, them watch. Sometimes you watch him for 10 minutes. Sometimes you take a hour. Sometimes you take a half an hour. Make it just struggle it up and make it so now. We just go to the 3 hours so. So I say, oh.
And you know why? You know why? Because it's 3 hours of education and at the same time some entertainment too. Because you have to make it. Sometimes you have to just laugh at some of the things they do.
Of course.
You have to laugh. You know? And them can't because them want to hear what you say. So them can't take with themselves. Even if them take with themselves, them still have somebody else watch and report to them, or them go back and watch later and see what happened. Because them know we are impart to the people is knowledge and it's truth. Them know that.
Yes, so them in a no time.
You have to try find some way to counteract it, but you can't counteract knowledge and truth.
No.
You can't do it. You know, you can't counteract lies. But you can't counteract.
That's why I counteract him. Because him play him and say, you're big mama now. You're big mama. People, I don't want to see big mama good enough, but I'm going to go and look up for it. Because we're not supposed to go club. We're not supposed to go club. That's why I'm not keep it up there now. Big mama. Right? Yeah. So, I'm not encourage, you know, for go no club. Right? So, big mama said, me know it, big mama.
Oh, listen, the information this Saturday we are going to reveal it, but we have to do it with ISAT around because you know when we do it with ISAT around, you know where I come. So, but we have to do it because yesterday we get caught up with a whole bunch of other things, and so we couldn't get to it because this may take a while to kind of explain. So when ISAT come back next week, we'll explain the whole thing.
But Anjo, why I can't believe it. You see your G2 came. Let me tell you, maybe just give them a warning. This one run out as I want to know to account, you know. If you not run out, if you run out of whole, you know, care, you can't say your arm and then you run out and so resign. And you have member of parliament and cabinet member do so much thing to the country. People look at you as hypocrite, you know, the funk. Yeah, people now look at you for just go away. You understand? You can't be a hypocrisy role like that every day and people now go drown upon them squad. We're not joker. Yeah? Where you say, Ratty?
Well, just want to give the people my little update. The protest for the 10th, it's going on quite nicely. Instead of giving us the sidewalk, well, they've given us the sidewalk, but the police department, they've given us 1 lane of traffic for 1 block. So, you know, people don't need to come out in now hundreds and thousands. And the police, they'll have a roving patrol. And they say that if the 1 lane of traffic that they give us for 1 block, if that get too congested, they're going to close down another lane of traffic. So we'll have 2 lanes, so we can definitely hold thousands of people. And right across the street is Channel 11. a news outlet in New York. So they will be there, I'm sure, because when them hear the noise, them going to come out. We're planning to have some Naya Bingy drummers. We're planning to play some music. And it's just going to be a great day where we can meet, because I'm looking forward to meeting all of you. And I have some family members too in the chat. And but I haven't seen for a long time. I mean, blood family. Well, we have family. We're only 6 removed at worst, 6 removed. So we're looking forward to that. They will have some water out there. And by the way, them say that you can lots of parking, public transportation is not a problem. Bathrooms won't be a problem. They have lots of restaurants around there, and we're going to try and see if we can get a food truck to come and park like 1 block over, so that when people get hungry, them can get some refreshments. So we're looking forward to that. The police, they agreed to 2 speakers, 2 microphones, and a bullhorn. We're definitely going to make an impression out there. Now, what happened now in Alone Summer Maria is that they're supposed to move from a different location to this location next week. I'm going to see if them move, because them kind of tricky fire, and they might want to stay with them there because them figure say, hey, this thing are gonna be a large protest and we can't afford to have it happen. But we'll watch them, because if them keep it at 3rd Avenue, if them still there at 3rd Avenue, we are going to 3rd Avenue. But we're smart on it. What we are going to do, we all send people inside the next week to go apply for passport. So them people will know if them open or not. So them can't fool we. We are going to know. And
them are watching now, You see that same office there? Them hold up a woman passport, name Rose, and we go deal with them and flush them out. So them call her. What you call me name for Mr. Lonesome show for? You call me, them give her a passport. The woman wait nearly 6 months and couldn't get her passport.
See,
so just them up. Them same man up there.
And yes, see, that's one of the problems. One of the problems that they've been having is with PICA, right? Which PICA comes under the passport immigration. It comes under the Ministry of National Security. And that's why I'm saying my favorite minister, Minister Kamina Johnson-Smith, aka Apina, instead of she run around and pretend as if she'll work, this is something that she can actually do to help the diaspora members, is to get together with Minister Chang and say, listen, we need to remove the logjam, because people are waiting 6 months, a year for passport. That shouldn't happen. Shouldn't happen. But instead, she'll gallivant all over the place. Oh, by the way, we still, so far, for the $42 million I'm spent for go Kigali, I've only received 7 names. 7 names so far.
2 million, I've got 7 names.
7 names, them give me. Yeah. Because and that come from the office of the Prime Minister, the office of the Cabinet. Send it. Them say we don't have anybody. You need to send it to the Minister of the office of the Prime Minister. Office of the Prime Minister give me 7 names. Now, what happens is that I know for a fact that there are people. Remember, I know, office of the Prime Minister have 19 agencies, right? 19 agencies. Now, I know for a fact of some of the people, you call some of them names tonight, who actually went on that trip, but their names are not reflected on the list that I received. So all I'm waiting for now is tourism and tourism. Finance, them not send nobody, so it's tourism and agriculture not send nobody. Tourism and foreign affairs and foreign trade. Because I know tourism because Minister Bartlett was there. How do I know this? Because Minister Nestor Morgan said that. And Minister Nestor Morgan was on that trip. So I'm waiting for them. So when we want, if them come back, if tourism come back and say only the minister went. So now that's 8 people for 42 million. And if foreign affairs and foreign trade said, well, Minister Kamina Johnson-Smith was there and she had an entourage of maybe 4 people or 5 people, 5 and 7 at 12. And the one
at 13.
5 and 7.
At 13, man. Yes.
Well, the other one 13. So, but even if you have 13 people, now them have to explain how come 42 million or whatever not spend for 13 people.
Yes.
For
5 and 7. So we start checking on the people. Because at the right checking now. 9 and 4. No, 9 and 9 are 13 too, you know. Yes. 2 and 3 are 13 too. So, yes, man. So we are telling them now. Look at 12 at 13, man.
Once I said now 5 at 13.
Yeah. Eh?
7 and 5 at 13.
Yes, yeah, man. 7 and 5 at 13 too. So yes. See? 1 and 1 at 13 too, you know. Yes, man. Prime Minister. And I 100% that, by the way. Yeah? Yeah, man. Yes, man. You never know. All right. Yeah. We're done with them, man.
Yes, so we have to figure out all that. Oh, and another thing too. The fertilizer thing I warm up again because what happened now, my ask agriculture and say, more I know about the shipments them. You know them though? Them kick it off the radar and say, why we don't know nothing about it enough you have to ask.
And by the way, Ratty, before we run up people, remember so we have 13 months of the year too, yes, sir. Yes, so everything at 13, you know. Yeah, man. Everything turned 30. Like I show you something, I'm showing you to the thing this. Someone gonna show now. Yeah, man. 1 and 3 at 13. Yes, at 13. Man. Yeah, man. See, look here. When you see it mark to them, I'm just showing you. See it today. I'm gonna read it, yeah?
Feather, okay.
It's officially announced by Mike Henry that Feather will be taking over him in Central Carindon. New replacement for a member of parliament in Central Carindon. Okay. Feather, them also put out there. Mike
Before we go, my brother and my sister, before we go, we have to talk. I get a little piece on Haiti.
Oh,
yeah.
I forget a little piece on Haiti.
I try to draw me out, you know. Because they lock out the criminal prime minister, you know. They lock him out, man. Yeah, right. Them there, Puerto Rico, him there, right? Yes. Can't go in the back, you know. Barbecue him. Yes, Ratty.
No, because what happened so far, the money not come yet, you know. The money not come yet for Jamaica. Go. And I've made the argument that if Jamaica is so concerned and caring about the situation in Haiti, them wouldn't have to wait for no money. Them could even go and tell the American government, give you the money when they get it. But in the meantime, the things are go from bad to worse in Haiti, and we need to go over there and we need to bust up the gangs and quell the violence because we can't do it in our country, so we are going to do it in another country. So I need you, sir, to kind of like give some advice. Let me do a little. Mr. Lonesome, sir, I know you are competent to discuss these matters concerning Haiti, more so than the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, because you've been very eloquent and very incisive on the matter. And so I ask you, as the Jamaican government is preparing to send a contingent of law enforcement and military officials to Haiti.
Military, by the way. So I could correct him, because no military now going on. That's why when them in Kenya, them say them, I watched them last night, Ratty. And them say, listen, the police, them constitution no allow police to deploy. You don't deploy police, but deployment. You deploy the military. You want 1,000 of a police, it can't work. I remember them coming up on them yesterday.
That's Kenya.
Them need lampite to Ratty.
Kenya, you talk about.
Them and them show the police them on them. The gun where them carry fatter than them in a Ratty. The gun fatter than them, have more weight and everything. So them need lampite. And you can take 1,000 of them. And you can take 1,000 police from Jamaica too. So I tell the one them at Jamaica, I can't talk to the one them in Africa. Them hear me too. But before no go, sir, police, the constitution are going about to not deploy like soldier, you know. But before no go, please make sure you're not supposed to look somebody for your mate, for your wife right now. Make sure divorce her. Make sure keep your night that you saw them angry. Yeah, you know I say nothing. When your wife go to bed, you have a little walking chair and look, make the man work properly. Make sure you do what you can do. Yeah. But just sit down, cry if you want to cry. Because I know your wife again. Yeah? You can sit down in there and watch. Yes. You understand? So if you perform right. If you're a boomer, maybe you know one that you have to search for a boomer, maybe you have to get practice. Sure boom. Because you have a couple of boomers, right? Where you sweep, you know? Sweep rooms. Yes. So you get a couple of boomers. But make sure you look about your kids them properly. If you used to carry them at school, teach him. Make sure your clothes can fit him. You know, use him, you know, you weigh 150 pounds and you go for a man at 300 pounds. Your wife, no.
You don't want nobody to squeeze out your wife. You understand, like toothpaste? No, because him too heavy. So you need somebody where, you understand, your height and everything, and make sure you sign over your bank account them to him too, you know. Because you don't have nothing, you know. Remember, you not come back, barbecue, I can deal with you, you know. There is no way you put back your foot at Jamaica, you know. No, me you laugh. But there is no way I come back. So you can go there for the money. And say you are good about law and order. And for the Andrew. Yes? And Google them. Because you now come back. You just now come back. Just
Hold on
let
a
the
second.
man have respect for your daughter them because you have some stepfather. No. And matter of fact, give the man your name. So you know, forget the kids, them, you know, if you do not deed poll and change them name. So if your name Black, right, for your name Holness, give him your name Holness. Make him do a deed poll so him fit in as the father properly. And you just divorce your wife, sit down watch her. If him name Googs, give him name Googs, give him the name Googs. Make him sign it and change him name to Googs. No, but a serious thing. Because you now come back. If you have the Prime Minister can't land, him can't land barbecue him. Him go next door, you know. Him go next door and him say, yo, me know why you run here, because barbecue serious. Me know why you know with ESPS, and me know why you over here, so that's over Dominican Republic. Them run him way. America say, yo, me not help you go back in there, so you know. You're there on your own. So him go over there so for Puerto Rico, go land. Him can't go back in there, you know. See? So all me I say, the whole I want the 1,000 I want where love liquidity and love money, make sure look for your wife. Oh, she nice and all right and them thing there. And do what? Get somebody to match you with our respect. Yeah? And you stay in the bedroom. So if you have a 1 week and 2 weeks, show him a work. Can you have no more work or nothing you done, you know? You sign out. You sign out. Go and remember, you have to go your 993, you know. Buy your car.
Wait. What happens if I outperform him, if the man outperform him?
Just cry, stand I can't cry. Just stand I can't cry. Just cry, sit down in your seat, and you're bed now, and you can sit down up to, you know. Remember, you know, you get punishment like how Christopher Tufton punish people in a chair, you know. You don't have no bed. And
You don't show the chair. You don't show the chair.
You sit down in a lawn chair.
You don't show the chair. You don't show the chair when I send you.
You see.
You show the chair.
Well, all right. Sit on the chair. Yeah, this now. Maybe I have a better chair in a ratty, but now I'll show him the chair, right? Yes.
The chair must.
Well, let me show him the chair. And you can, if you want a chair like this, we make sure you have one like this. If you sit down, pan. Like where they hospital, same thing. You see it, Tita? So you sit down by your chair, nobody drop off, and you sit down. The man are doing decent work. You nobody intervene because of your wife again. Just sit down and cry by yourself. When the kids might say, Papa and Daddy, no answer. I know you're a kid, and none of them are for you. And the man, you and man family now. They just make you stay the yard until they're ready to leave. Them deploy you. Sign over the.
So the father must say, the father must say, well, I am not your father. That is your father.
Yes, and that you know answer them. You just make sure the man and you know intervene because remember you not exist no more, you know. When you go over there, them I implode you, you know, like the submersible, you know. You implode, but now implode. Barbecue, you implode upon yourself, man. You must deal with your man. See, you now come back to Jamaica, you know, you done, you know. So when you think of and you see the money the way you say you get, remember it's going to the account and him have your name, so you must draw the money now. You understand? A fee money.
Hey, hold on there.
And a your wife, and a your house, and a your car, and a your pick them. And the money is showing a fee.
What I know, what we are telling them is that them probably if they might go for the money, them shouldn't go because remember now police never get pay right now, you know. And that's why Chairman Ron James have a fight, and that's why them interdict him become a fight to get the money for the overtime pay, and them can't get them still now get the full pay. So if you not think so now go there for money, it not go happen. By the way, the Prime Minister have 2 sons. They're of age. So send one of them. You need to send one of them. Send one of them.
People, you want me to think say, maybe you say them for send Google. Them for send Google.
For what?
Sir Googs. In your face, barbecue.
Sir Googs.
They can go over there and say, and put on your gun, you know. Your international police to come for you. They'll arrest you. Them for send Google.
Somebody said to show him again. Eh? Let me show the chair again.
What do you want to see the chair again? But them for send Google, man. See? Can you imagine him stand in front of barbecue say, move from front of me, I want to you. When barbecue rush him, I don't know where I'm going now. But them for send Google. Only need to send Google and crap. See the chair, yeah? Yeah, man. No. See it, yeah? And this year, sit down, pan, you know. Well, make sure you get it. This is in the hospital, right? Right
at the hospital, KPH. KPH,
that, you see it?
Yeah, in the waiting.
You see them all towers are floor there? Boy, it's bad. See? So you make sure you're not nothing at all. You just go on for the money. Them did. Because you not come back, you know. You remember you not put your hand on the money, you know.
Come back.
You a deed poll. Make the man do the deed poll. A matter of fact, make him take the whole of your full name. So it's easier for him. You not have to transfer, no. Yeah? Just treat it easier for him. So if the car that and that, it now and the 8 on it. So it done. You understand? Say if your name Barrington White, you make him take the deed poll Barrington White. And give me a middle name too. So it's easier for the kids and have the wife or nothing. You're good. It's easier. May I tell you, it's easier. See? Go your night. You sit down and make the people them boy, Barrington White, you're gone. Boy, happy redance. And the new Barrington White, they are going to do him a deal with. Yeah? When you're done, them drink some and fish for you and then go bury you. Make them buy the casket and bury you too. So you're done, you know. You're in the house the last week, sit down at the chair and watch him and perform. Me not say nothing just perform. So you sit down and watch him, you don't intervene. Because you don't have nothing there. At the last, maybe them could have put you in the Jew, but you decide where you want. Turn over the bank account and everything to him. And then go on for your deployment. Nobody knows about you.
Them say them have big meeting tomorrow, you know, in Jamaica for discuss CARICOM, for discuss the situation in Haiti. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yes.
I wish them all the best. You know.
We too. You understand? We too were done with them, you know. And people, at time for me run go eat will be clean enough. So
yeah,
see what don't eat to be clear already, you know, people. So,
no man, me not it.
No, me not it.
No, I just like a thing with that, you know. That's all.
I just like a thing. Well, a big time. So you see what I do? Water. Now me I tell you, man. Water. So at time for me go eat some big, not true. All right, Ratty. Later, brother. Maria. Later, you know. Yeah, man. Bless up here, people. Yes.